Okay. Hello. I need to look at this thing in the internet, man. Yeah. Okay. Good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, guys. We have much to discuss today. Much to discuss. Much to discuss. Much to discuss. And I see two people on the live already. Thanks for being here. You know the. Thanks for being here. Wait. Mm-hmm. 1 second, guys. Okay, hi guys. Thanks for being here. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. You know, big day. Teddy Lee, my boss. What's happening, man? What's happening? Remember to like up the live, guys, as soon as you guys jump on. You know, we have much to discuss today. You guys see the title and the description, right? Gold Cup, player Gold Cup performances, Ravel Morrison plus much more. Right. Are you house food? No, man, I'm a laptop, man. DJ Liverpool ain't easy at all, you know, man. I'm a laptop, boss. I'm a laptop. Why you say that, DJ Liverpool? It looked like a phone me I go live with. No, man, I'm a laptop, man. I'm a laptop, man. But even if it's a phone, you know, we still have to put in the work, you know, man. And we still have to deliver for you guys. We know that you guys like when we do the lives, and you guys like the live interactions where, you know, these platforms we can come on and talk some football. You know, big news today, guys. Big news today. You know, Ravel Morrison looking good for Derby County. How is Bobby doing? I have no idea how is Bobby doing. The last time I heard, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid unfortunately contracted a virus, right? And it's looking like he will be out for a very extended period, right? If we do, from what I understand, if we do see Bobby D. Cordova-Reid in this tournament, we'd have to go very far in the tournament, right? That's my understanding of it. If we do see Bobby D. Cordova-Reid in this tournament, it means that we have gone very far in this tournament. You know, we usually do it on a Sunday afternoon. You know, we jump on live at 3:30. Started a little bit late. My apologies for that. Right. You know, I had some issues that needed to be taken care of before I jumped on the live, you know, some unplanned business, so to speak. But we're here with you guys. You know what we usually do it 3:30 on a Sunday afternoon. You know, we do the live and we drop the link for you guys to come on and we can talk some ball and so forth and so forth. Right. He is very I think he is very good. He is very good. Okay, who is that Randy? Jerk chicken. That sound like a business Randy. Oh, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid talking. Yeah, man, he's a good player, man. He's a good player. I don't think anybody has any doubt about that. About Bobby D. Cordova-Reid's capabilities. An English Premier League player. Right? DJ Liverpool, it a move like a tapper a whole back the team them. No, I think DJ Liverpool, I think it's a bit unfair to pin it all on Theodore Tapper Whitmore at this time. I do believe so, right? Not saying that, you know, there aren't things that I would like to see from a technical and tactical standpoint that could improve, right? There are for sure things that we see that, you know, Tapper could or should improve on, right? But, you know, I wouldn't pin it all on Theodore Tapper Whitmore, to be honest with you. I would not, right? I would not at all. Yeah, I wouldn't pin it all on Theodore Tapper Whitmore at all, but I do believe there are improvements that need to be made. DJ Liverpool. Raving over Ravel, Formula's favorite player of all time. Wait. Judah, you get that impression from me that Ravel is my favorite player of all time? No, man, don't get me wrong, you know, I like Ravel Morrison, you know, and I like what Ravel Morrison can do for our team, right? But I wouldn't say he's my favorite player of all time. That's a stretch. I would even say he's my favorite player on this team, right? If I do have a favorite player in the current Gold Cup setup, it would have to be Leon Bailey. In my humble opinion, well, for me personally, my preference, my liking, if I had a favorite player in this tournament right now for the Reggae Boys, it would be Leon Bailey, right? Not well, Ravel Morrison isn't a part of the current squad. He should have been, but yeah, man, I wouldn't say Ravel is my favorite player. In as a matter of fact, if I had a favorite player that is in the Reggae Boy setup, even though we have not seen him as yet, for me personally, it would be West Ham's Michael Antonio rather. Right? That's probably, my favorite player in the Reggae Boy setup. Right? So I wouldn't say Ravel is my favorite player of all time though. Definitely, Ravel isn't even my favorite player in the current Reggae Boy setup, but I do like him, and I am a fan. And I'm a fan of a number of the Reggae Boys in the current setup. I'm a huge fan of Shamar Nicholson, huge fan of Junior Flemings, always have been, right? I am a fan of obviously Bailey, obviously Mikel Antonio. I like Liam Moore a lot, right? I don't mind Michael Hector, to be honest with you, even though many people can't stand Michael Hector, right? There's a Kemar Taximan Lawrence as well, Adrian Mariappa. So I wouldn't say, I think it's a bit of a stretch, Judah, to say that, he's my favorite player of all time. Guys, thanks for being here. Really do appreciate the support. Thanks for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys jump on, you guys can like up the live. It is a free way to support the channel. So you guys can like up the live. It helps us to get the video out there, right? To more people, right? Randy Jerk Chicken, why is Jamal Lowe not playing? I don't ever really want to speak on that. I don't know if I really want to speak on that. I have an idea I have an idea as to what as to what is taking place to a certain extent, right? But um, can I touch it a little bit? From my understanding, I will say this much: there is a disagreement from my understanding of it. That's all I will say on the Jamal Lowe situation. But from what I understand, it has been resolved. That's what I understand. There was a disagreement, but from what I understand, it has been resolved. That's all I will say where that is concerned. Right. Now that the team reached the quarterfinal, will they be able to remove and add 5 more players from the professional squad? I know that is something that has happened in the past, Vincent. But to be honest with you, I was glancing over the CONCACAF rules. I was glancing over the CONCACAF rules, right? And I did not see anything where that is concerned. I did not see any provision for that currently, right? So I really and truly don't know if they can do that in this particular tournament, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if that can be done right now, right? I really and truly don't know if that can be done right now for this tournament, right? I'm not saying yay and I'm not saying nay. I was glancing over the rules. I know it's something that has happened in the past. I don't know if it is something that can happen in this particular tournament, right? I really and truly don't know. I'm gonna soon drop the link, guys. Soon drop the link for you guys to come on and talk some ball. Um, Normally, I see Mr. Primovision here with me today, right? Unfortunately, he's unavailable right now, rather. But he had more important far more important things to take care of. But I'm sure you guys will see him in the future as well. So yeah, Vincent, I don't know, to be honest with you. I really and truly don't know if we can add five more players. Honestly, I would hope and pray that it is the case. I would hope and pray that that could happen. I really and truly would hope it would be massive for us. It would be massive for us if we could remove and add more players, right? So yeah, I know it has happened for previous tournaments. I don't know if it can happen for this one. Glanced over the rules, didn't see that sort of provision. Richard Stewart, thanks for being here, boss. And a big shout out to all in the chat. Thanks for being here. Right, it's much appreciated. Richard Stewart said it seemed like Paul Hall and Theodore Whitmore not seeing eye to eye based on what cataracts saw at the stadium. I don't know. I don't know if it's a bit of a stretch to say they are not seeing eye to eye, right? I mean, look, there are two different individuals, There are two different individuals, right? With two different, I'm sure, two different coaching philosophies and two different ideas or management styles or ideas as to what they want to see on the pitch. I would think, I mean, yes, it's common sense to think that Tapa Whitmore would want to bring in somebody that has a similar vision, so to speak, as he does. But there are two different people. They're gonna see things differently, right? And Tapa has been more experienced in CONCACAF, right, and has more experience with the players and know the players better. So I think it's a stretch to say they are not seeing eye to eye, right? I mean, if that could be interpreted as meaning that they they see things a little bit differently, then sure. But to say that they're having disagreements or not getting along with each other, so to speak, I don't I think that would be a bit of a stretch, right? I think that would be a bit of a stretch. I don't like us talking about this division thing. I don't like us talking about this division thing, to be honest. I mean, look, I'm all for, speaking about something that is indeed happening, right? If it is happening, obviously we need to talk about it, right? But I think some things have been blown out of proportion a bit, so to speak. That's just my personal opinion. I think things have been kind of being blown out of proportion and making a mountain out of a molehill. I am not ready to jump and say as yet, oh, there are problems. Oh, there are problems between players. Oh, there are problems between coaching staff. I don't think we have enough evidence, right? Solid evidence to really jump and make that assertion right now. And I'm not going to, we hear little things about what is taking place. We hear things behind the scenes and also on platforms as well, on these respective YouTube platforms as well, right? About on social media as well. We hear little things, but I don't think we have any concrete evidence for me to really go hard and say, oh, you know, there's disagreements between both coaches and also the players as well. Um, let's set a barman and drop the link. Just dropping the link, guys. Just dropping the link. You guys can come on and we can have that interaction, right? Let me pin the link. So there you go. The link is pinned, guys. Judah Allen, laugh out loud. Yes, formula. You wax lyrical. That is a bit of a stretch, Judah. Come on. I wax lyrical. when discussing Ravel, no doubt he's a good player, but he needs to make this deal at Derby County worthwhile first, get his career back on track, then he'll deliver for us. Agreed, 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 Judah, agreed. But the only part I disagree with is the waxing lyrical. I don't know about that. I really and truly don't know about me waxing lyrical about Mr. Morrison. That's news to me. I didn't know that I waxed lyrical about Mr. Morrison. I mean, as I say, I like the player, but I don't think I wax lyrical about him. I think that's a bit of a stretch. For those of you who are living under a rock, right, it would have to be a rock, right? Ravel Morrison has been training with Derby County, right? Ravel Morrison has been training with Derby County, and many people have been impressed with his performances. Right? Many people have been impressed with his performances. The fans, the fans, they are the ones waxing lyrical about him. They really want him on board. Right? The fans really, really, really want Ravel Morrison on board. Right? And the coach, Mr. Rooney, former Manchester United great. Well, still a Manchester United great, former Manchester United player. He is very impressed by Ravel Morrison, right? So, the fans seem to love him. The coach seems to respect the player both from a personal standpoint and also from a footballing standpoint as well. He has spoken highly of his game and of his training and stuff forth and stuff forth, and just how the player looks in training. So, let's see if Ravel Morrison can work out a deal with Derby County. The player played. I saw the player play today, earlier on today, right? And to be honest with you, the player looked good. The player looked good, to be honest with you, man. I'm not gonna. I mean, to be honest, I've seen better Ravel Morrison performances. Still think he could have, as Primo had said it to me earlier, that he could have imposed himself a bit more on the game, right? But I really and truly think that the player, I mean, many a Derby County fans was really impressed with the player, man. They were really impressed. But I agree, Judah. He needs to sign that deal, get that deal over the line. I think he's in a better place. I think he's in a better place, and because of that, we'll see some good football from the player, right? The only other club I hear interested in him currently is Real Sociedad in Spain. That is still an option that I hear is open for Ravel, but he one, he didn't like the wages, and two, he prefers to stay in England close to family, right? No, Shatta, this is not the USA watch along. This is not the USA watch. I need to. Is that much start already, Shatta? Let me see if that much start. Is so early that much playing today? I would really want to see that match too. Yeah, man, no, man. That not starting for now. One and two. No, this is not a USA watch along, boss. Shatta, the title, boss. See the title, my boss, plus the thumbnail. Oh, it's in 5 minutes. It's starting. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh, US versus Canada. Yeah, that's a big game. That is a big, big game. US versus Canada is a massive game. All right, I have my phone on here, so I'm keeping an eye on that particular game as well. I didn't realize the game started so early. Shatta said the title said much more. Yo, Shatta that easy, that man. Shatta pick up on every little thing. Shatta pick up on every little thing. Jesus God. Guys, you guys can jump on, as well, and we can talk some ball, right? You guys, of course, can make your contributions in the chat as well. And also, thanks for being here. We do appreciate it. And remember to like up the live as well, guys. Like up the live. It's a free way to support the channel, and we do appreciate the support. Eddie Guna said, make it be a USA watch along then. I'll keep an eye on the game. I don't want to turn it into a USA watch along, but I didn't even realize the game was being played so early. I don't like that too, about this CONCACAF Gold Cup, The games, they're not at set time periods, If you notice, the game them kind of come on ad hoc, If you guys notice that as well. The games them kind of come on ad hoc. Right? They don't have a set time when them come on. Right? I think Hector is a liability. He's really not much of a midfielder, which we all know, but the transition of play with him in the midfield is really pedestrian, hence little or no creativity. I think also, Judah, I think that the player isn't much sharp. In my opinion, he played better in the second game than in the first game. Right? Don't think he played badly in the first game either, to be fair to him. Right? Some people think he played poorly. I disagree in the first game. It depends on how you look at it. Because I understand both sides of that argument, right? I do. But his performance definitely could have improved drastically for the first game. And in the second game, I think he did okay. But and even the player, from what I didn't hear this personally, right? So let me just preface. I didn't hear this personally, but from what I understand, he did an interview. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's true or false, but I heard that he did an interview saying that he is not as good as he should be because he hasn't played a lot for Fulham, and that is true. The last time he played, before the start of this Gold Cup, guys, the last time Michael Hector played football, was the USA friendly for Jamaica, That was the last time he played a competitive football game, guys. If you guys didn't realize, that was the last time Michael Hector played competitive football. In that game in March against the United States of America. That was the last time he played a competitive football game. So the player still has some match sharpness to attain, and I think he'll improve as the tournament progresses. But yes, he's not the most mobile midfielder. Right? We get that. He's not the most mobile at all. Where is my shutter? I did something in a shutter. I kind of changed the settings on YouTube, Are you still not seeing the super chat shutter? From my understanding of it, you have to change the settings on it to enable the super chat, because the super chat isn't available in Jamaica. So I have to change the settings on it to enable the super chat. I did change it, but you know what? Probably when I start, now that I think about it, probably you're not going to see the super chat option right now. You'd probably see it you will probably see it for the next live that I do, because I changed it after I had put up the video, so to speak. I had changed it after I put up the live. So, you know, am I going to do the lineup? Yeah, we can do that too. Write that down too. Yes, we can do that. No problem if we're doing that is concerned. Um, it will be interesting though to see how Costa Rica plays against us. It will be very interesting. The game is on fact. Yeah, man. Guys, gentle reminder to like up the live. Like up the live, guys. It is indeed a free way to support the channel, and we do appreciate the support. Yeah, man, I have eyes on the USA game, man. Well, it hasn't started as yet, but and many people, many people seem to be, you know, have their eye on this particular game, and I don't blame them. Right? It's one of the top games in CONCACAF. No doubt about it. It's one of the top games in CONCACAF. Absolutely no doubt about it. The game looks like it's about to start now, though. It does look like it's about to start. I'm going to try my best. This is going to be a weird one because I want to try my best not to be distracted by it, but I still want to have some ideas to what is taking place. So kickoff on the way, guys. Kickoff on the way underway in the United States Canada game. Big game. Big game. Yeah, man. Shut up, go with USA. Shut up, I feel you're an American spy sometimes, you know. Ooh, guys, 1-0. 1-0. The US score. The very first attack of the game. Whoa. 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 The very first. Give me 1 second. Let me just see the replay on this one, guys. Switch it out left. That's an excellent cross. Excellent low cross into the box. Excellent low cross. The goalkeeper had to come in but couldn't get there. Simple tap in for the United States. 1-0, guys. The USA match will determine who we will play and where we finish in our group. Yep. That's true. That's true. That is true, Stephen. Didn't even remember about that. Did not even remember about that. Let me go back up a little bit in the guys. By the way, I dropped the link rather. You guys can come on and watch some ball. Hector didn't play bad. Tapa just playing him out of position. Okay, fair. Although I'm not a fan of Hector as a centre back for us. You know, I know he can do a decent job there, but you know, I more want him to be. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, but honestly, if he's gonna make a mistake because he's error prone, you know, I want him more in the midfield rather in the final line of defense. I know people disagree with that because you know if he makes the mistake in the middle of the park, then you know there is somebody behind him to clean up. While if he does make that mistake in defense, like what took place against Mexico in that infamous Gold Cup final, then he would be the last line of defense and nobody there to clean up the mistake. Nice to see Ravel Morrison playing club football. Absolutely, Ian. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ian. No doubt about it. When I saw today, how well, because I watched the match earlier today, right? And also when you just see how highly Derby County fans, how much praise they have for Ravel Morrison, right? And begging, begging, right? Begging Wayne Rooney to sign the player, right? Trust me, man, it was very good to see. Very good to see. My boss, I was just about to add you to the stream, I was just about to add it to the stream. If you want, you can jump back on. I was just about to add it to the stream. When you come on, you're gonna come in the backstage part, and then I'm gonna see you, and then it's for me to add you right to the live stream. You're not gonna automatically be added to the live stream. So yeah, man, just keeping an eye on this United States Canada game as well. Only seriously injured players already included in the 23-man squad can be replaced. We already did this when we replaced Eastwood Gray. Don't see any other replacement provision for later stages. Yes, that's my understanding of it, Neo. Big shout out to Neo. Thanks for being here, boss. That's my understanding of it as well, Neo. That is only injured players that can be replaced. Right? I don't think that well, let me not conclusively say because I don't know if that option is available for this respective tournament. Are you going to do the lineup for Tuesday? Yeah, we can do that as well. You do not have the money sign, okay? Talk about that already, yeah, man. I think you'll see for the next video. And this was a very good point by Stephen Mitchell. Canada team has no defense. Okay. Yeah, they could improve defensively. I think we are one of the strongest teams in CONCACAF where our backline is concerned. I think America and Canada has some improvements. From what I've seen of them, they have some improvements to make in those departments, in that particular respective department as well. So I agree with that to a certain extent. Free kick into the box. Look like it's out for a goal kick. That was an America. That was a free kick for America. Swung into the box. The USA game is very important to Jamaica's plans. True. True. Laugh out loud, Shatter. I doubt it will finish 1-0. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't see this game finishing 1-0. I honestly don't see this game finishing 1-0. I think we'll see a couple goals in this one. I don't like to do predictions, but I'd probably say a 2-all draw. I wouldn't be surprised if I see that. I think we'll see some goals in this game. Canada was just on the attack, but the attack was broken up. It turned into a watch along. Why? I didn't intend to do this, because honestly, I didn't even realize this game started so early, We need to see more consistency from CONCACAF in terms of playing the games at a set time period, right? The games our game the other day started for us at 5:30. I get that it's the weekend, but still, man, still. Big Head needs a break. I agree. I think he needs a. Or when the man play good, people are cuss him same when I say him not play good, Eddie. I agree. Judah Allen said the USA 3-0. Gonna win 3-0. Oh no, lie. Shutter say at Judah Allen 3-0 USA question sign. Okay. USA regained control of the possession in the final third. Errant through pass ball trickles out for a goal kick. Currently, Hector has no chance of playing in our back four. We can forget about that, especially with players like Ethan Pinnock and so on to come in. Yeah, I agree. Right now, he's our fifth choice centre back. No doubt about that. Absolutely no doubt about that, Judah. He is our fifth choice centre back right now. Right? All of our centre backs are currently ahead of him in the pecking order. Right? Pinnock is ahead of him. Obviously, Low and Moore is ahead of him as well. Mariappa, in my opinion, is ahead of him as well. Shot a laugh out loud. Probably 2-1. Okay. I think we'll see goals in this game. I honestly do. Canada trying to string some passes together to get an attack going down the right. Good link up play, good ball down the line. Canada in a danger, but yeah, ooh, that's a penalty. Shatta, it looked like a penalty to me. What? No, that's a penalty, Shatta. I agree. I agree. I agree, Shatta. I agree. I agree, Shatta. I think that's a penalty. I agree. Yeah, man. No attempt to play the ball. Absolutely none. Absolutely no attempt to play the ball. He was struggling. He was struggling to keep up with the winger because he was already falling to ground. Seeing the boss just chuck himself in it to try and get himself between the ball and the man. He never make an attempt to play the ball. Added to the fact he was falling down. As our friend earlier said in the chat, this has significant implications for us as well and who will play in the group stages. Guys, hit me in the comment section and let me know who you want to see in the group in the knockout stages rather. Which one you would prefer to see in the knockout stages? Canada or the United States? Which one would you like to see more? Which one would you prefer to see in the group stages? Canada or the United States? I will just listen. I really wanted to see the match. How can I? You can see the match on his goal, or you can see it on. You can see the match on his goal, or you can see it on Sports Bay. You can see the match on his goal, or you can see it on sportsbay.org. Right? Both are both good options to see this football game as well. Um, I believe Tapa should play the three most athletic players at the front, namely Flemings, Burke, and Nicholson, and then substitute Gray as fresh legs to run later in the match. Um, fair point. Fair point. My thing though is who you would want to play as the number 10 though. But I see your point. I see your point. I personally think that Gray would have probably have done a better job in that Guadeloupe game than Nicholson. Right? It don't look like it's a penalty though in a shutter. I don't think they gave it as a penalty. And that would be very unfortunate. Canada should have gotten a penalty right there. I have to wonder if they have goal line technology in this tournament because I know they do, but really and truly, some of the decision making, you don't really sit the goal line, not goal line, VAR rather, VAR. We're talking foolishness about goal line technology. VAR rather. You don't really see a lot of like VAR really imposing itself on the tournament. I mean, not saying that it should, but I don't know. If VAR had looked at that, right, how could that not be a penalty? Canada should have a penalty. I agree, Shatta. I agree. Canada should have a penalty. Shatta said not USA or Mexico. Everybody wants to see Canada. Judah Allen said for now I'd rather see Canada. I agree. I agree. For now I'd rather see Canada. Guys, remember the link is pinned in the chat as well. We can come on and you guys can come on and we can talk some ball. And hit me up in the comment section. And let me know what you guys think. Remember as well, guys, to like up the live. It's a free way to support the channel. Daryl DK with some hold up play, but unfortunately for him, he is offside. Bless, give thanks. Okay, cool. How watching? Cool. I think he's appreciative of the links. Judah Allen Stefan, no. I'd prefer to see Canada. I would too. I would too. I think if we beat the United States in the quarterfinals, we will have an early exit. Canada attacking down the left wing, ball into the box. Lovely touch. Canada crying out for another penalty yet again, but they're not gonna get it. Yeah, I agree, Judah. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. For now, I'd rather Canada. If we play United States, we might be in the quarterfinal round. We might be in for an early exit. We might be in for an early exit to the tournament. Whereas if we play Canada as an easier team, and also US making a substitution look like it's a forced substitution. Yeah, player injured. Yeah, but I personally would prefer to see Canada because I think we need to take our time and build. In my opinion, the Costa Rica game was an improvement on the Suriname game. That's my personal opinion. And I think we'll get better as the tournament goes along. So definitely I'd want to see us play Canada in the quarterfinals and not the United States, the tougher team. We might be ready for the United States in the semifinals if we get there. I don't think we are ready for Canada just yet. Gray should start the next game. Yeah, I wouldn't have any issues with that. I wouldn't have any issues with that at all. I wouldn't. I mean, if he's gonna use Shamar Nicholson in the same position, or if Tapper should not use Shamar Nicholson in that role again, in my opinion. Right? He should not use Shamar Nicholson in that role again. Right? Better him use Gray, and more ideally, it is better that he uses. We need to see some of Tyreek Magee, right? We need to see some of Tyreek Magee. About 30 people on the live, guys. Please like up the live. It is a free and a great way to support the channel. Take nothing for just hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up button that you see below the video. Helps the video to get out there. Also, the link is in the chat as well. You guys want to jump on and we can talk some ball. No problems whatsoever. Also, you guys can hit me in the comment section and we can talk as well. It's currently, it's not a US Canada watch along, but we are keeping a bit of an eye on this particular game because it does have implications for us. So, right now there's a break in the play from what I am seeing where I am in the stream. A Canada player is on the ground. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today at all. If we play USA, we will lose. Will Tapper be in trouble? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If we play US and lose, everybody would understand. It also depends on how we play them, Shut up. It also depends on how we play against them in terms of how we look. So that's an important thing that we have to take into consideration as well. In terms of, is his tactics off? Is he making substitutions too late? Is he being proactive in the game? Even if he's being reactive, is he taking too long to make said change or the necessary change? And also the tactics that he employs at the start of the game and during the game as well. If it is way off, even if it is way off, which I don't think it will be. Some people might think it would be because if we play United States of America, more than likely we're gonna be, sitting in a mid to low block, and even if we press them, we're not gonna possess most of the ball against US right now. We're not gonna do it. I don't think. Right, and I think a lot of the times we'll be forced on the back foot if we were to play the US in the quarterfinals. So some people might think that that wouldn't be the wise way to play. I personally think that if we play them, the US in the quarterfinals, we won't have a choice but to, yes, we can try, but I don't. We are not ready to play the United States of America right now, and I think everybody can agree on that. The team isn't ready for it, and honestly, I don't even think it's Tapa Whitmore's fault, mostly, to be honest with you. But I don't think. I think regardless of what takes place in this Gold Cup shutter, regardless of what takes place in this Gold Cup tournament, I do not think Tapa Whitmore will be fired at the end of this Gold Cup tournament. It would throw the program into pandemonium also if he were to be fired. Right now, on the eve of World Cup qualifying, it would throw the tournament into pandemonium. It would throw our World Cup preparations, World Cup qualifying preparations into pandemonium, in my opinion. If we think we can win the Gold Cup, we have to beat the best, have to beat USA, Mexico. Sure, true, Eddie, but we want as many games as possible. You know, leading up to those bigger games, so to speak. So the argument is that we're kind, in my opinion, anyway. I think there was improvement on the from the in the Guadeloupe game. I think there was improvement in that game versus the Suriname game. Hopefully, we can continue to improve. And if we do continue to improve, then we want to improve to as good a level as possible before we meet the USA or Mexico, especially because if we meet those teams right in the quarter, if we meet like a US in the quarterfinals, then we might be in. Realistically speaking, we might be in for a very early exit. Right? 30 people on the live, guys. Like up the live, like up the live. It is a easy and simple and free way to support the channel. Helps us to get the video out there. We do appreciate the support. But just, initially I didn't plan to do this because I didn't even realize the Canada game was starting so early. The Canada US game was starting so early, but we're keeping an eye on that particular game as well because it has severe implications for us. Another Canada player has gone down as well. Another Canada player has gone down as well. But we need to beat Costa Rica first. McGee needs to start. It Josh Shamar draw the defenders and he can jump. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I don't think. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the boys surprise us against Costa Rica. Honestly, I am hoping that the boys surprise us against Costa Rica. Right? I don't really hold out much. You know, I've seen a little bit of Costa Rica in this tournament. Honestly, from the little that I've seen of them, they don't really look that impressive either. I did see them in the Nations League though, and I thought they looked good in the Nations League. Didn't they also get a trouncing from the United States in a friendly prior to the Gold Cup? I think that's what it was. I need to check in terms of who started that game. If it was, who started the stronger team. If both teams started strong, fielded strong teams, and so forth and so forth. Because I need to look at that game, not only watch it but also you know look at if which team fielded their best team, if both teams fielded their best team, or if any other two teams fielded rather an inferior team. USA with a bit of possession now in the final third of the Canadian half. Basically, every Canadian player behind the ball. They're trying to get across into the box. Canada has been applying some good pressure on the crosses. That was a good blocked cross. A good block on a cross rather. Canada look like they're being penned in. The US is a team in a man. Them retain possession of the football very quickly in a man. US always trying to play tiki taka system, Yeah, but hopefully we can beat Costa Rica. Who is this? Armando Yeah, I'm being realistic when I say hopefully, right? I think for the Costa Rica game, Whitmore should tweak the 4-4-2 into a 4-2-3-1, same back four, Daniel Johnson and Devon Speed Williams in front of the back four, McGee at number 10 behind Flemings, Bailey Burke. Not, but honestly, the 4-4-2 though, Judah, it was really and truly when you think about it, my boss Shamar Nicholson was really and truly playing as a number 10, if you really and truly think about it, right? I know that when you have the creative option in a front two, he's gonna come into the midfield sort of like to help with the build up play. But judging based on Shamar's patterns of play and his movement, his patterns of movement, and his just how deep a lot of the times he was coming for the football. I mean, really and truly, was playing as a number 10. So, really and truly, it was kind of a 4-2-3-1, to be honest with you, right? I mean, with a makeshift, with a player who is a center forward who was playing as a makeshift number 10, right? A false 10 at that, if you would like to call it that. I mean, it's not really a false 10. It's just, is that a term? Is false 10 a term? We know about false 9, but there is a specific role to the play of a false 9 player, right? Saying false 10, when I say false 10, is just basically alluding to, Nicholson being a makeshift number 10, right? No, I mean, similar, he would have been tasked with the same similar role, so to speak, as what a number 10 normally does. But, obviously, I personally, I did a video a little bit earlier. I did a video a little bit earlier where I was saying that I don't think that Shamar Nicholson should be doing that number 10 role against more credible opposition, right? In terms of better teams. I don't think Shamar Nicholson should be the one tasked with doing that. I think it's full time with Tyreek McGee and what he can do, right? I prefer even to see Gray in that role over Shamar Nicholson. Right? I don't think Shamar Nicholson has the technical ability, right? The sharpness and the half turn and the technical ability, to really to play that position. I don't think he has the technical ability to do well on the half turn, to be honest with you. Right? And I did a video on that earlier as well, guys. That Shamar Nicholson should not be our creative option against better teams. So you guys can check that out for those of you who haven't seen it when this stream is finished. Right? Nearly 40 of you guys on the live, guys. Like up the live. We do appreciate the support. Thanks for being here. It's a free way to support the channel as well. We're keeping an eye on the USA Canada game. We're keeping an eye on the USA Canada game. It's currently 1-0. I thought Canada should have been given a penalty. Unfortunately, they did not receive said penalty. America spending a lot of time in the Canadians' final third on their backs as well, from what I'm seeing here. Honestly, Canada for me doesn't really look all that impressive in this tournament. I'd much rather face them. I know they slapped Martinique about 4-0. Or was it 4-1 or 4-0? But to be honest with you, I don't really. Martinique is probably one of the weaker teams in the tournament, even though they didn't do badly in the game. But Canada not really look all that impressive to me. That will inject a quicker transition of play, a bit more pace, and more creativity. Yes, fair point. I don't have an issue with this lineup per se. Judah. The only thing is that I genuinely think that Michael Hector is playing okay enough and is improving as well. I would start him alongside DJ, and I will bring on Speedy Williams onto the pitch in case we need to up the tempo, so to speak. Right? If it's a case where we need to up the tempo in the game, we need to take some control of the middle of the park because Costa Rica, has the upper hand, I would bring on Speedy Williams. But honestly, I would start Hector to be on the safe side from the standpoint of screening the defense, or of providing a proper screen for the defense, because you know Costa Rica is not a team that we should take lightly. So that's how I would approach. That's the only thing I disagree with you on, right? Also, the argument could be made that Fleming should start as well. You know, the little we have seen of Flemings, he has certainly impressed, in my opinion, much more than even a Leon Bailey. And then there's the whole argument as well that we can put Leon Bailey on the left as well. I definitely agree, though, that our starting center forward should be Corey Burke, right? I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Remember, guys, I was the one, that was calling for not Shama rather, Corey Burke to start in this tournament. Remember, when I did that video, some people hit me in the comment section and say, yo, you're mad. You two you talk about, right? I know everybody has a beg for Corey Burke for start Judah. Everybody a beg for Corey Burke for start. Yes, there were people that agreed with me because they were watching the MLS and they were seeing how well Corey Burke was playing. It's a water break right now in the USA Canada game. A water break taking place right now. But they were seeing, for those who watched the MLS and saw how well Corey Burke was playing, they were agreeing with me. But a lot of people who probably don't watch the MLS that much was saying, because if you watch Corey Burke in the MLS, the games that I saw with Corey Burke, he looked very good. He looked very, very good. So, people are blasting me and saying, some people in my comment section saying, you're mad. Shamar Nicholson better than Burke, and Shamar Nicholson have to start. He might the starting man. I know everybody are clamor for Corey Burke. And I'm telling you too, Corey Burke is more clinical than Shamar Nicholson. Right? Not only do my eyeballs tell me that Corey Burke is more clinical, the stats for Shamar Nicholson's the just concluded Pro League season for Shamar at Charleroi and Corey Burke's season this season in the MLS indicates that the stats for the 2021, the last two seasons for Burke and Nicholson in their respective leagues indicate that Burke is indeed a more clinical striker. Right? As it stands right now, it looks like we'll be playing. I mean, it's still early times in the game. It's 31 minutes gone in the football game. Right now, as things stand, it looks like we'll be playing Canada. Well, then again, will we top our group? Honestly, guys, think about this for a second. I'm gonna get to that in a second. By the way, guys, about 40 people on the live. Remember to like up the live, guys. It's a free way to support the channel. It helps us to get the video out there. Right? It's a free way to support the channel. That little thumbs up button. At the below the screen of the channel, right? Just hit that. We really would appreciate it because it helps us to get the video out there. Before I get to more of the comments, guys, hit me in the comment section and let me know. Do we think that we will beat Costa Rica? Because right now it's looking like US will win this game, right? They're certainly in the ascendancy, right? And they're looking like the better team. But my thing is that I don't know who to cheer for right now, to be honest with you. Because I was thinking that I wanted Canada to finish second, because in my head, me forget say, topping this group is not going to be so straightforward for us. Because, I don't like to say this, but it's indeed a possibility that we could very well lose to Costa Rica. And if that's the case, and if America win this particular game, we'll be playing them because they would have topped their respective group. I don't know, man. Let's see how this thing pans out. Um, Tapa take too long to make change, and if him going to run things, we can tell Qatar goodbye. Why are you guys so hard on Theodore Tapa Whitmore? This man has a plus 50% win ratio. The man is a result oriented based coach. I will agree that there have been some times where Tapa could have made a change a bit earlier, right? Even in this tournament. The only time really and truly I've seen, and I know some of you would disagree with me on this, right? Many of you would disagree with me on this, right? But the only time that I saw, and by the way, guys, the link is in the comment section as well. You guys can jump on and we can talk some ball, right? Brown Man Security, thanks for being here, by the way. Yeah, man. The only time I really saw Theodore Tapa Whitmore take long to make a substitution where he could, in all fairness, say that about him, right? Is the Guadeloupe game with Shamar Nicholson. I think this is a running narrative, about Tapa take too long to make change and people just run with it. The only time in this party I'm not letting it go, right? The only time in this particular tournament where I have seen Theodore Tapa Whitmore really and truly take too long to make a sub is the Shamar Nicholson substitution that happened in the 88th minute, 82nd, 81st, that could have happened before. It could have happened before. Right? Apart from that, though, and even then, I understand his reasons for keeping on Shamar Nicholson. I don't agree with it. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with his reason for keeping Shamar Nicholson. It could be a case, in my opinion, where Shamar Nicholson was finding himself or was getting himself into a lot of goal scoring positions. It's just the fact that his finishing was so poor. I'm of the opinion that Tapa probably was just hoping because he's getting into the most important thing is for the player to get into the goal scoring positions. And because he was getting himself into the goal scoring positions, probably Tapa was just hoping that he would put away one. And that's why he kept him onto the pitch for so long. Not saying I agree with it, just playing devil's advocate in terms of if that is indeed the reason why Tapa kept him on for longer, or for as long as he did, that could be the argument. And it kind of would be a fair one, even though Canada on the attack in the penalty box of the United States. Yeah. Even though, and the argument is fair again that, Gray would have made those same runs. Gray would have gotten himself into good goal scoring positions as well. So Gray should have come on. Burke should have, Boza rather should have come off. That's fair. That's fair. Not saying I agree with it, just playing devil's advocate. That could have been the reason why Tapa kept on Shamar Nicholson for so long. Guys, there was just about almost 50 people in the chat a while ago or on the viewing the live. Remember to like up the live, guys. It's a great way to support the channel. By the way, Brown Man Security, honestly, I don't think Tapa is the reason. If we don't get to Qatar, I don't think Tapa would be the reason for it. I think the JFF, I honestly believe that the JFF are the ones that will be mostly to blame more than likely if we don't get to Qatar. Not Theodore Tapa Whitmore, to be honest with you. We have to take real study of what Tapa is doing with the rumors that are going around. I really wonder what this coach is up to. What is he doing? But Howard Chin, those are rumors doing on my brother. I have heard things on platforms. I've heard things on platforms, and I have also heard things behind the scenes as well, right? But those are rumors, though. To be honest with you, I wouldn't go off of that right now, Howard, because to be honest with you, while I've heard things behind the scenes, and I have also heard things on platforms as well, we really and truly have no concrete rather evidence. Some people might say yes, there is a lot of concrete evidence, right? I mean, would you term that, in my opinion, you'd probably term that as circumstantial evidence, right? But there isn't really anything concrete, in my opinion, to really and truly go off of what you are alluding to or watching. So honestly, I don't really pay attention to it, to be honest with you, because I haven't really had any much concrete evidence to suggest that. I think the proper term for it you would say is circumstantial evidence. And to be fair also, while I don't agree with it, but I think Tapa's whole thing is that we can't have a squad overall at this point in time, right? So close to the World Cup qualifiers. He has been working with a number of players. He probably thinks that the right mixture of those players plus some slight new recruits and new improvements in the team can help us to get to Qatar, right? He probably thinks that, right? And as I said, he probably does not think it is wise to have a squad overall, right? Overhaul, right? A squad overhaul at this point in time, so late in the so close to the World Cup qualifiers. Just playing devil's advocate. Yes, there's a number of English recruits that we would love to see, right, in the national team. But again, I don't think. Look, we need a couple more pieces. Don't get me wrong. We need a couple more pieces. A Redmond, uh, uh um, a Redmond. Well, Hayden says he's not on board right now, but a Lewis Baker, right? We need some fullbacks as well, right? I would like to see one and two more. We need Stewart. Stewart has his documents now, I believe, and also Cousins as well. So we need some additional pieces, guys. Don't get me wrong. We do, but people seem to be leaning towards having a squad overhaul and just bringing in a ton load of English recruits. That should have happened a while ago. I'm not in favor of that happening now because it's just too close to the World Cup qualifiers, right? So, and I guess that boils into people saying that because of that, Tapa isn't picking the right team, right? I do agree with people. There are some things that you can see, that you can say, there is some issues with not only the squad selection, but also the starting 11 selection or the first team selection, right? There are some moves where you see Tapa make where you have to scratch your head sometimes, but to go as far as to say the rumors going around and to really put a lot of emphasis on those rumors, I wouldn't do that right now, to be honest with you. I don't think the evidence is strong enough. Canada is trying to play themselves back into this football game, by the way, guys. They're trying to keep some possession of the football in the middle of the park. It's still 1-0 though. It's still 1-0. It's Eddie Gooner, by the way, Juba, not Eddie Gooba. You're right. And Eddie, you see how Judah has spoiled up your name? Eddie, you are right. I honestly don't think USA nor Mexico is unbeatable, to be honest. None are currently at full strength. We can definitely beat them. I'd rather to beat them in the finals. Um, the only part of that I don't agree with is US is beatable. US is beatable. And every team is beatable. Every team is beatable. But yo, Mexico against Guatemala looked imperious. It'll go Jamaica right now cannot beat Mexico. I'm sorry to say, unless we vastly improve in our performances, I don't think we can beat Mexico. I'm gonna be real and honest with you guys. I don't think we can beat Mexico. Right? When I saw Mexico against Guatemala, man, they looked really, really, really good, man. Really, really good. Tapa don't Tapa just don't fit the bill as a national coach. Rate him as a player. No, me not gonna say that, Sean. Me not gonna say I'm not going to disrespect him like that. I'm not going to disrespect him like that. I think, guys, we also have to remember that what you're seeing on the pitch also is a result of JFF incompetence, alleged JFF incompetence, in my humble opinion. Right? In my opinion, I think the product on the field as well has been affected by alleged JFF incompetence. I don't think it is all on Tapper. So I think you guys are seeing, the product on the field and you're not happy with it and you're automatically bashing Tapper. Yes, some of it is his fault. Don't get me wrong. Some of it is his fault. Right? There are some things that I would like to see, you know, are changing, so to speak, right? But I don't put it all on Tapa, to be honest with you. I really don't. Guys, Canada try to play themselves into this game, back into this game. They're having a sustained period of possession here, you know, setting up camp in the United States half, retaining the lost it a while ago, but they retain possession quickly. They're not moving the ball though. From what I've seeing here, they're not moving the ball quickly enough though to break down the United States of America. Yes, they have them, pending, so to speak, but they don't look like breaking them down anytime soon. 3 minutes left in this half, by the way, guys. The 45 minutes are up. 3 minutes left in this half. 3 minutes left in this half. Yeah, so guys, US leading 1-0, 52% possession to the United States, 48% to Canada. I think Canada sustained possession dominant. Boy, should have blast it, man. Canada just had an opening a while ago, but the player played it back. He should have hit it to goal. He should have taken on the shot himself. Canada trying to the US kind of struggling now. The US kind of struggling. They're hanging on. On that particular play, they were hanging on a while ago, guys. Yeah, so that's my take, Sean. But guys, let us please have some respect for Theodore Tapper Whitmore, man. I dropped a video the other day, guys. I dropped a video the other day on the disrespect that they were disrespecting Theodore Tapper Whitmore, man. I felt so sorry for him. I had to pin a message in my comment section, basically asking the viewers of the video and the commenters to be respectful of Theodore Tapper Whitmore and be respectful of the comments in the comment section. Right? I don't know why you guys have termed the man as a clown. Right? I think, look, we're not going to agree with everything a national head coach does, We are not going to, no fan agrees with everything a national head coach does. I certainly don't agree with everything Theodore Tapper Whitmore does. I don't, right? But I think that we are putting a lot of blame on Theodore Tapper Whitmore, and I don't think it's all on him. I think we're putting it all on him in terms of the lackluster performances in the first half, in the first two games rather of the Gold Cup. I don't think it's all on him, to be honest with you. To be fair, yes, some of it I do accept it's him, but I think it's a number of other factors that are at play. If I were to really and truly find the main person to blame, I think it is the JFF. I do. United States still leading Canada 1-0. Ian Campbell, blessings, my boss. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Ian Campbell. Ian, I know of the work that you're doing, Ian, in terms of the assistance that you have provided, to help with, what I'm talking about. So, your nation greatly appreciates it, Ian. Your nation greatly appreciates it, right? And I have a lot of respect for you where that is concerned, right? Your expertise on that respective matter, I'm sure it was greatly appreciated. And even if the nation don't know about it, if they knew about it, they would appreciate it. The first half between the United States and Canada done, guys. It is finished. Right? So United States going into the break. and they are currently up 1-0. Um, Canada was trying to get themselves back into that football game, by the way. I think for about the first 30 minutes, US were the better team, and then Canada in the last 15 or so minutes tried to get back into the football game. Mr. Campbell says, I pray for better to come in our national team. I pray for a day where the team is selected based on merit and fair play. I pray for a day where place of birth won't factor in team selection. Very controversial issue. Very controversial issue. And it's a multifaceted debate in terms of there are a lot of there are a lot of there are a lot of variables at play. There are a lot of variables at play, Ian. Right? I'm gonna get into this. I'm going to get into this topic a bit more. Let me write it down. Remember Ian Campbell's comments about team selection. Because I think this is something I would like to touch on a bit. I really would like to touch on it a bit. Because it's obviously a very important issue. A very, very important issue. Very, very important issue that we have to address. Yeah, so I'm gonna flesh that out a little bit more, Ian Campbell, but not right now. Not right now. Not right now. All right. Alex, jump on. Alex, jump on. 1 second, Alex. Soon bring you in. Shutter. USA playing their version of Burke Shamar. Combo. Two physical dudes. Yeah, true. Yeah, with DK and DK and what the other guy name again? Zardes or something like that.
Zardes my good brother. What you thought about Zardes? He's trash. Yeah, I thought about Zardes.
I never said the man good, Alex. I said no. Shatter made this comment. US playing their version of Burke and Shamar combo.
Well, on.
Two
Let me
physical
ask you a question. Like how Leon Bailey, Leon Moore, and Alvas they on a red card. Why you would you rest them this game? Play
They on a
Mario.
yellow card.
Yeah, why you don't rest them and play Mariapa? Play Juna Flemings and play Tyre McGee and arrest them. You get where I come from?
I think as Alex, I think Tupper Whitmore's decision will be based also on who wins this football game that we're currently keeping an eye on.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to rest them in these. I think you guys gonna see the best of Liam Bailey. I'm telling you, you guys gonna see the best. And then when Liam Bailey play good one, and then the quarterfinal game, I say, yo, didn't tell we have fun like that. Hey, Jamaican fans, say, boy, I said, that like yeah.
But to be fair, though, their criticism is fair. The player has not.
True, it
But
ain't enough for perform, but more
yeah,
step up and perform though. You get me? I come from?
yeah. By the way, Alex,
Yeah, me I hear you.
you need have something for me, Alex.
Oh snap, family! You know me go up on my tablet right now and try to download it. I swear to you, I have
I
something.
I would is which are the two games you have? Is the two games you have, Alex?
Yeah, I always download them. Like so, my TV X Infinity me use. So when you have
Yeah,
Infinity, you can record the game. But I'm gonna
yeah.
try if I can download them off of my tablet and just try send them, email them to you or send them via to WhatsApp. So that's
Me not think them can send. Me not think such large files can send where that is concerned. You know about we transfer?
yeah. It probably can send you your email. You download it on your laptop.
How big is it?
I
Me
really
not think so. Me not think you can send through email.
Yeah, but me I try still for my luck. I'm doing me record every game though. Every game I record from my TV. So
Every Jamaica game are all of the games in the in the
group
Gold
stage,
Cup.
every game in the group stage, my record.
What? So you have the Costa Rica games as well?
Not yet until the gameplay I record it. So it automatically
Oh.
I just press record and just let it record it until the game done.
Oh, every Jamaica game you in the group stage you have recorded.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
So the
I
cost.
really yeah man, I really appreciate it, Alex.
So Ravel play today. You watch Ravel play?
Yeah man, I saw it. I did a video on it too. It was
Mm,
very good.
God. Oh my!
It was very good.
I want Wayne Rooney to sign him. You know, it's
I
gonna.
think he will.
I think he's gonna bring vital issues. Vital because Derby County is on the embargo right now. They can't sign the players. They can't get a loan.
Yeah,
They only can get free agents or trialists contracts.
yeah, yeah,
Ravel is the one that I love to see. You know,
yeah.
and
I
that's
think
and it can be good for us too in the family because
yeah man.
when World Cup qualifier come around here, match fitness, my playing our club and get signed. It's only if you perform against Mexico team and can cut them wide open. You get where I come from? So
Yep. Yeah
yeah.
man. Yeah, no man. I was very impressed with Ravel's performance. I even did a video on it.
Mm-hmm.
Um I was very impressed with the performance. And what really, why I think this deal is going to go over the line, guys. I think this deal is going to go over the line because the fans seem to really want it. The fans were begging, literally on social media, begging
Yeah, man, I beg him, man.
Wayne Rooney to sign Ravel Morrison because they were so impressed with the performance. And to be honest, Alex, I've seen Ravel play better than what he played today.
Hmm.
And if them get little bit of Ravel and them are gone, so
Imagine they probably can qualify for Premier League next season. You never know. I'm pushing the gun, but they have a good team though. They only they come like second to last in the table. I think if they
yeah,
have well in their
they finish they finish right above the drop zone if memory serves me right.
yeah. But if they have somebody, they don't have the creative players though. What they can play, the
True,
creative system. So I think
true,
Rap will fit right to their system and bring
exactly.
the team.
So not only is the fans calling for him, Alex, he is a
Rain,
need.
but me like a Rain Rooney, my heart goes out to Rain Rooney. Loyal, and give you court a second chance. If body a look down for you, him say Ravel, take Ravel and then wing, and he can probably sell Ravel and make a big money and take the embargo off Derby County. So it's a good win-win. You get where I come from?
Yeah,
Sometimes and be people bash him and say Ravel can't stay one place or something. Probably Wayne Rooney man we can take him and put him on the arm around him and say um Ravel, we're gonna work on things and we're gonna make you reach back to the stage where you deserve. So
yeah.
I think Ravel can play until he's 35, When I know if I feel when I believe so stuff. Yeah, yeah,
It depends on how he keeps himself, how much he invests in his body.
yeah, but I think him can play like a long time though.
He certainly has the skill set, the technical ability, and also the technical know-how to be able to have an extended career. No doubt about it. Does he have the attitude and the discipline though to, be able to take care of his body, and basically be the best
All right,
professional that he can be.
all right, family. I think I'm it's downloading. I can download the games. I'm gonna send it off to them. Download them on my tablet. So yeah,
I,
download on my tablet and I'm gonna send them off to you right now.
Alex, thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate it because honestly, man, I really wanted to rewatch those games.
File them big and then kind of big still in about
Yeah, that's right. I think you and I will have to. You know about we transfer?
we transfer. No.
Yeah. All right. What me I gonna do when me say Sabaman jump off of
Just send me what just do you know my fam, you know my Instagram, just DM me
yeah
and say.
man, yeah man, yeah man, yeah man,
But
yeah,
as I was saying about Ravel though, right? It only can be good for us if we get Ravel in a certain place that Rain Rooney doing right now. Rain Rooney I do. It's only good for him, man. You have to big up to Rain Rooney. Thanks to Rain Rooney right now. I'm
yeah
put
man,
forward. I make the Ravel say yo this and that. I can see the quality when man play today. The fans of my big say yo we want Ravel. We want
yeah,
Ravel. You get where I come from? So
yeah. But to be fair, you're big enough Wayne Rooney doing it, Alex. But to be fair, right now Wayne Rooney need him,
Yeah, I mean,
They need him. So if
so
he did not need him, would he have been so kind to him? In terms of, I know they have a good relationship, but I mean in terms of giving him this massive opportunity.
no, but so we think that because he said something last year, do you know? I don't know if you realize there was an article and he asked about Ravel will be Ravel on the team. I don't remember if you can pull it up. I'll just show you. He talks about Ravel last season though.
Hmm.
Share the link to the match replay.
By the way, guys, when I think about it, I think America will win this game,
I mean,
and
I,
I think
I,
I
I,
think.
I believe that right now, unless me really see you
Mm,
really. Yeah, I'm not too much a convinced right now. Not gonna lie to you.
no, it's not it does not look like a convincing performance yesterday. I agree with you, but they are still the better team.
I don't disagree. Don't disagree none.
In terms of, if you're watching the game, right, Alex?
Yeah, me watch a game, but Canada up on the back foot, Canada end up on the back, Canada play a ball game right now. So we can't
Yeah,
just say, oh,
them start for come out of them shell, and start for try and regain a foothold in the game. But for majority of the first half, Alex, America was had them pinned into their own half.
yeah, that's true. But America play DK. Uh, I don't know more match against Liam Moore. I see Liam Moore shut him down in the championship last.
Championship.
Liam Moore put him in place last championship. I don't know if the guys watch the game.
That particular game
But
against
sure,
Barnsley,
I'm gonna have a rough night against Damien Lowe and Liam Moore. I tell you that.
I agree. I agree.
The Jesse Jardis, even already yet. Damien Lowe just keep on pound span him anytime.
But is the midfield is the problem doing, Alex? It's not
Yeah,
the defense shutting down the striker,
Gianluca Busio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gianluca Busio is good attacking, but defensive, he's not good. You get my
Yeah.
you not get a defensive work from him.
Okay.
The same people that was blaming that.
America suspect in a defense too, this tournament,
Most definitely. Not gonna
because
lie.
even I saw them against Martinique, I think it was.
Mm.
And to be honest with you, man, against Martinique, their name did look. I mean, the Martinique had moments in transition. If we're gonna be fair, Martinique had moments in transition.
But you, but you can't we can't take it higher for that team still. But as me I say, them have a good team.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Um, they mid. I
Which
don't
team
think
that can't take away for which team?
US. I don't think their defense is good though. I just the defense don't
Yeah,
look
man. Yeah,
pleasing.
man. I
You can
agree.
see I can see versus Haiti too. I think
Yeah,
Jamaica have one of
yeah.
the best defense. I think Jamaica have one of the best defense in the tournament so far.
Yeah, man.
I don't know you. I don't know about
Yeah,
you,
man.
Formula. I really watch,
I agree.
but I think Jamaica has the best defense. Only thing Jamaica lacking is the midfield. I think
Yeah.
Jamaica probably one of the
But
worst midfield right now. But the
but
defense
here's the
though,
yeah.
I can't say no because enough time I see Alvarez go, I see and Damien Lewis slide cross and help him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, enough time in that game, Formula.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And even when Alvas goes forward as well too,
Yeah.
he does. He has slotted into that role to provide some cover. Here's the issue, doing Alex. Here's the issue, and here's the worry. Because the midfield's ability or the lack thereof, so to speak, right, to be able to hold the ball for long periods, right, and to be able to progress the ball up the pitch in a timely manner. It will
It's so
put pressure on the defense.
it's so Canada midfielder player.
Mm-hmm.
As Jamaica that have the midfielder that player. I think Jamaica can win this tournament. I don't can tell you this right now. Jamaica midfield can control the ball, pass it, position of the ball, and a pass in the final third. You guys can finish. They're gonna create a lot of chance. And I feel like they create a lot of chance like you the Guadeloupe game up. But Bowser, oh god lord, man.
Yeah, man, I agree. But here's the
Bowser,
thing, though, Here's the thing, Alex, We created a lot of chances, right? But we still can't ignore the fact that, one, it was against the weakest team in the group, And yes, to be fair, they have played some decent
Alright,
football.
defense are gonna look weak, right? But
Relatively speaking to us, Alex, if we can strongly say Guadeloupe is a weak team, Alex, then we
I
have no
agree there's a
business
weak team.
talking about trying to win this
I
tournament.
agree that they're not technical, they're physical. So Jamaica try to play a physical, imposing ball game and need to work.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I come from?
Mm-hmm.
But some of them players play the Bears Pack yesterday them weak, but some of them players played in French second division, third division,
More
Cyprus.
like 5 of them, Alex. 4 or 5 of them, and
What's that?
even some of them, even
Oh
some
my
of them.
god! What you say
What?
get a chance a while ago?
Or the
Oh
game restart? The game
yeah, Lauren.
restart?
Oh you missed that Lauren. Right, that's a brother. Come on. USA backline looks suspect right now, family.
Now me click on it now. Me did click off it, I never realized that the 15 minutes up, By the way, guys, remember to like up the live, guys. Like up the live, the thumbs up button. Free way to support the channel, and we do greatly appreciate.
Individual talent always bring Jamaica through, bro.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
individual talent.
Absolutely.
I think we miss Bobby though. I can't wait
Yep.
to come back. I can't wait to Bobby come
But
back.
when is he gonna return though, Alex? If we see Bobby in this tournament, not very late in the tournament.
No, so I feel like I was in quarterfinal. If you can get back a negative test, I think that watch it. Jesus Christ, okay. Really, you know, finish that. I could Andre Gray. Which team look the best in the Gold Cup right now? Honduras. I forget that Honduras. Them look.
Honduras has looked good. I think Mexico though. Mexico for me has been the best team.
I'm not really excited with Mexico, but I like Honduras team. Them
You
play.
saw them against Guatemala?
Yeah, but them play good against Guatemala, but the Honduras team I play ball game fast. Though I can't lie to you.
I want true ball just open up America defense a while ago?
Yeah, brother. No, they keep a back pass. They defend a back pass it to and Lauren get an open chance for play it. I not do not with it.
Oh, my barely glimpsed the opportunity. Issa Allen.
Goal.
Bless
Oh
up,
my
bless
God.
up.
Best up, man. What's happening?
We there, man. Yeah, man. I watched the friendly this morning with Derby and Man United, and I was very, very, very impressed. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Come like a God make me see it because I wake up and it's like a notification about my phone and I say Derby, Man U.
Yeah.
So I check the line up. I say what? Ravel has start. We don't put it same time, man. We're not telling a lie.
Initially, I didn't realize he was starting,
Man, get stuck in my game.
I looked at the starting lineup and I never initially see him.
Man, I tell you, man, it was a joy, man. I'm not telling you.
Yeah, man. I think Derby will sign him. I think they need the player. They need the player because they need a very creative option in the middle of the park that they are lacking. 2, they have the transfer embargo, so they can't go out and buy a quality player. And Ravel is probably So Ravel is probably one of the better, more realistic, creative midfield options for them.
What I was observing as well, too, I don't know if this is some type of coaching instruction or whatever, but he was playing. He started on the left side of the front three.
Yep.
And he interchanged with the guy on the right side all the time. But what I observed, he was going deep a lot, and he and the midfielders taking touches, playing some 1-2s and things. So he wasn't really operating like a regular wide man, in a front three.
Yes.
But he was coming deep a lot, like a creator type of guy.
Let me tell you what I realized, Issa. Right? What I realized is that he was given a free role. He was given a free role from the coach in terms of to go anywhere you feel like going and dictate the going ons in the middle of the park. And when you see a manager, give that sort of a leeway to a player, man. The player.
No, the man not come about USA right now. Family what the game.
But me little bit behind you, Alex. Me little bit behind you. All right, me see the chance now. Canada in transition.
You cannot shoot that family.
Yeah. And that's a penalty too,
Sorry, them suspect for that.
At the second play that Alex, where that should have been a penalty,
And then Liam Bailey got a little game yesterday, and them use the VAR, use the VAR, brother.
That's what me I wonder. Is VAR really in this tournament?
Yeah, come here. Then do it last night versus the Honduras game, but then
Me tell you what I realize with the VAR is that they if they have to use it, like really have to, like for penalty checks and stuff, I think they will, but they don't necessarily want to stop the game and interrupt the game. They prefer to let it flow, and that's what I realize.
Boy, they need to use the VAR more, man, because Canada at 2 times now, Mr. Canada should have gotten a penalty. Especially the first one. The first one is a penalty. Yeah, man, but Issa, back to the Ravel argument, I do think that Ravel will get signed.
I think it's a good sound.
But to be honest, you know, the way I see him play, he has to be like either number 8 or number 10. That's just typically what he does naturally.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know what the entirety of the first half and the second half, but I'm not telling a lie. Like the way how Derby was doing their build-ups slick, not telling Man United press like easy.
Yeah, they look decent.
Yeah, you know, like what Ravel to in come back and contribute to the defense.
Yeah,
right. That as well.
He did. All right, I just want to get some of the commenters more into it as well. We need to finish. Stacy and consultant, big up. She has a YouTube channel as well. We need to finish the group on top, and hopefully we get Canada instead of the USA. Honestly, right now, the way how this USA game is going, I think that it's probably best we take an L in the Costa Rica game.
You feel so?
Yeah, man. I know people will disagree with that, Issa. People would say we're not supposed to deal with no losses, none at all, but from the perspective of the smart thing to do to go furthest in the tournament, and also to properly prepare for World Cup qualifiers to get as many games as possible leading into the World Cup qualifiers. If this game finishes the way it is going right now, I think it's best we take an L in the Costa Rica game.
Okay, well, who you think you want us to play? You want us to play the US or you want us to play Canada?
Canada.
Okay, Canada won't play. We need to lose to play Canada.
Hold up. No, sorry. A foolish me chatting at Issa. A foolish me chat because if this game, yes, we have to win. Costa merciful Father, Canada need to get a goal for real.
Yeah, because what I was hoping for is that we draw against Costa Rica and USA and Canada draw. If they draw, Canada will remain at the top and we will remain second. I will play Canada.
Man, I forgot to look on the goal difference too, Because
they checked it up already, Because Canada was in that group,
Mm-hmm.
So if they draw, if Canada level the game, they will go back. And if we draw, we will remain second.
Because we are behind Costa Rica on goal difference. You know, Issa, our massive contribution, you're just making at Issa. Issa, that makes perfect sense. Issa, I agree with you 100%. Canada need to find a goal. Come, Canada.
Canada find a goal.
Me realize it.
Can I get chance to score, brother? Lauren get chance to score.
True.
Run. Put away the chance,
But one more put there again, Famila.
Mm-hmm.
You think USA is that big of a threat? This is not their strongest team.
Agreed.
So I am thinking that we're not comfortable, but we should be able to take them on confidently. Confidently and not comfortably. You understand? It's not their strong team. Their strongest team, I should say.
I want to put Leon Bailey on the right wing so they can attack the right back Sam Pine. I don't think he's good. I want Leon Bailey.
You want Leon Bailey play where, on the right?
No, on the left. I want him play on the left.
On the left.
To be honest with you, though, Issa, I am looking at it from the standpoint of which one is the stronger team. And I'm kind of leaning towards the United States being the stronger of these two teams currently playing. So yes, I agree with your point that they haven't been all that convincing in the tournament, and I do think they have defensive frailties. But I am leaning towards us wanting us to play Canada. I feel more comfortable with us playing Canada.
And to be honest, I watch USA, and the only thing I can say is that they just have a lot of chemistry going for them. Because individual brilliance, it's not as powerful as the team that would expect. But they all a lot of them play together in the USL in the MLS. Sorry, so I think that's going good. That's something that is going well for them. But we should be able to take them comfortably.
And that's a very good point, Issa, because it's two things I think going for them. I think one, their MLS, because what a lot of people don't realize, is that Greg Berhalter had two teams preparing for in the friendlies, before this tournament, He had an MLS team that he was preparing for the Gold Cup, and he also had, the main strong squad that he was preparing for the World Cup qualifiers. So I think chemistry is one issue, and I also think that system is another issue. I think the United States has a system, and because of that, it will flow. Their football, it will flow a lot more than when you see, for instance, Jamaica play.
And what they have also is the name. I mean, which team of support formula in England?
When I was a kid, I used to support Chelsea, but not anymore. Right now, to be honest with you, I am mainly a supporter of any club that a Jamaican plays for.
Okay, I just wanted to make the point of the name. Like teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Manchester United, and Liverpool. The name of those clubs carry a lot of weight, and
True.
players will try to live up to that name. So that's something that also US has. When they in CONCACAF, them and Mexico, them have the name. So even if the team not good, just the name alone will cause players the level to rise a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So that's something that is going good for them as well. When you
Yeah,
have a
man.
name, you say, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a solid point. That's a solid point, Issa. George Stone is saying that Gray should get the start. Okay. I'm going to do a player ratings for our players against Guadeloupe a little bit later. I'm waiting for this game to finish, and then I do the player ratings for our team against Guadeloupe. Burke is more clinical. Yeah, man, I was saying it, George Stone. I was saying it. Stats now show Boza 1 goal and Score one goal. It ain't easy at all. Shatta said Flemmer did shift 3 man and Salah the keeper to score. Hey, you see that Flemmer goal? You know why I said that Flemmer goal was one of the greatest goals scored in Jamaican football history? It's not only the quality of the goal, but the moment, Issa. What do you think about that?
Brother, I'm not telling you lie. I get goosebumps. I'm not telling no lie. I never
Yeah,
expect
man.
that from Flemo. No, because
Really?
that type of goal is a big player goal.
Yeah,
He
man.
literally took the ball, beat the player, should be past the next one,
Yep.
and beat the keeper. Come on, man. And it's a last minute goal. Come on, man. Come on. That's a big goal.
Trust me. But what surprised me about what you said a while ago, you say you never expect that from Flemmer. Why?
To be honest, I never really see Flemo like a flair player like that. To be honest. Yeah.
You watch him in the USL?
Yeah, man. To me, Flemmer is like a hard worker. Work hard off the ball, can be very direct when he is ready, but never really see it. Flemmer literally chop up my boy there and then just jump the ball past the next man and nutmeg the keeper.
Yeah,
I never
man.
expect that from Flemmer. I did not expect that.
I expected it from him. Because he.
And then, what I'm never expecting? Worse now is the game I finish. Now, when the game I finish, players are, more, them try to choose an option that is normally the better option. To say, you have to try to keep man and, make a pass.
Through the field, yeah.
Yeah,
I see your point.
That was very good intuition, though.
Trust me, You know, the game was destined for a draw, you know, Issa. The game was destined for a draw. I thought it was going to end in a draw, and for Flemmer to have come up with that moment of brilliance, man. It, literally, not only, you see the implications that it has for our tournament, right? Also, the moment, and not only any other tournament in our tournament that we seriously want to win, you know. Also, the moment, in the very, you know, last part of the game, and just the quality of the goal, man, is one of the greatest goals man ever scored in a Jamaica football in history, man. I genuinely believe that. Yep.
Very, very good goal.
Yeah, man. It the man what I must about 3-4 player in chop. Seriously. Guys, this game is where is Issa?
I really hope though that we sort out the midfield, because we playing from the first game. I realized that if we're playing against better oppositions, we'll be facing, you know, a lot of different problems. I don't think the two teams that we played, you know, put us under our latest experience certain issues. You understand?
Yep.
If we're playing against better oppositions,
yeah,
we'll be experiencing a lot of. You see, a lot of persons don't realize that in the two games, you see the space that Alvas is vacating by going forward. He leaves a lot of space, and I don't see the teams really exploiting that space when Alvas goes forward, because he goes forward a lot.
Yeah,
and I don't see teams exploiting that.
You know what is the problem? You know why I have an issue with that though, Issa? The main reason why I have an issue with that is that our midfield, I don't see our midfield possessing the capability to hold the ball for a sustained period of time when we come up against better opposition. And so Alvas keep on going forward like that, right? I think will cause problems. But I don't think Theodore Tapper Whitmore will give Alvas that sort of a leeway when we come up against better teams.
You're probably right there, and I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. Because as I said, I see that space, you know, there a lot, and it causes Demelo to be coming over a lot. Yep. Even though Demelo is doing a very good job, you know, of covering that area. I won't lie, he does a very good job of covering that space that Alvas leaves. But against better opposition, trust me, it's something to look at.
Yeah, man. For sure. If Alvas gets caught on the wrong side of the ball, right, with a quality opposition team coming in our direction, so to speak, right, and playing the ball into that particular space.
Yeah, man. Joel Campbell and Brian Ruiz on the ball, you know, the man will pick a pass and tear your defense apart.
Yep. Or what happened, our defense could be shifting over to that side to try and deal with that play.
And then play diagonal.
And then just set a bomb and switch it. And we can't, you know, we stretched and we in problems, man. Disorganized at the back, out of space. Seen? Out of shape rather. Right? And you know, the man them sets a bomb and move with defense. Out of position. Seen? And we could have in some serious problem, man. Serious problem.
Personally, I think Tapper should start Great Found and Birkin number 10.
Birkin number, you know, honestly, I wouldn't have an issue with that either.
I wouldn't have an issue only because Gray starting and Birkin starting. Because I think they are two quality players, especially Burke. Burke, it gives defenses a lot of things to think about. You understand? And that's what I like about him. Yes, man.
Let me tell you something. I don't think a lot of people, you know, really realize, you know, how versatile of a player Corey Burke is, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people really realize how versatile of a player Corey Burke is. Yes, Evadney Davis, I did call for Burke. I had faith in Corey Burke.
And I was just about to say, I think you were the first person we did hear and say, yo, Corey Burke. Even before the Gold Cup started and people were putting out lineups, I think I saw you put in Corey Burke. I said, Corey Burke, Because I never really was following Coerberg like that, to be honest. So I was sticking with the Nicholson crowd because I wasn't really following Coerberg.
Yeah. I think that was the thing, is that a lot of people weren't really following Burke. So they didn't realize how good Burke was playing in the MLS. So they must stick to the Nicholson crowd because they're more used to Nicholson. And also the whole bias in favor of European pedigree over North American pedigree.
But I am very, very, very impressed with Coerberg. He's sharp, and one thing I see from him as well that I don't see from Nicholson, Coerberg can trigger the press. You understand? He is aggressive when he's trying to recover the ball. I don't see that from Nicholson.
Coerberg is a workhorse. He is a workhorse. I've seen him in the. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a performance that I saw with Coerberg in the MLS, right? If memory serves me right, it was Philadelphia Union. By the way, I'm nearly 70 people on the live. Guys, like up the live. It's a free way to support the channel. And just easy just to click the thumbs up button. So a very good way to support the channel. It helps us get the video out there. But Issa, let me tell you a performance that I saw with Coerberg that really and truly made me realize that just the quality of player we're talking about here. If memory serves me right, it was Philadelphia Union versus New York City FC earlier in the season, right? And Coerberg, sorry about that, guys. Coerberg, the team, Philadelphia Union, if memory serves me right, won the game, right? But the team had gone a man down early in the game. The team had gone a man down early in the game. And so they were forced to play New York City again with 10 men. I don't remember if they won it. I think they won the game. I think they barely got it over the line. But so because the team was forced to play with 10 men, Coerberg was given more of a role in the midfield, right? And a more defensive role at that. And let me tell you something, guys. On God, Coerberg was simply magnificent in the game. You would never have believed that the Philadelphia Union were playing with a man down. You would never. It's like Coerberg was the equivalent of 3 players on the pitch. Literally, he was the equivalent of about 3 players on the pitch, right? The guy was constantly in the middle of the park, breaking up New York City pressure. A center forward, in the middle of the park, breaking up the pressure, breaking up the attacks from New York City FC, right? Constantly retrieving possession for his team, right? And making some driving runs through the middle of the park, right? Getting his team, Philadelphia Union, up the pitch, single-handedly bringing them up the pitch with, like, when I say driving runs, I mean literally a drive part, like dribbling past literally 2-3 New York City defenders in a man and New York City midfielders in a man. The man was single-handedly just bossing the game, and the team were a man down, and he was doing it on both sides of the ball. Both defensive.
Again, too, probably we don't get to see that, because we probably don't pay attention to the MLS games a lot. You see me? Exactly. So performances like that we don't know about. We don't get to see it, we don't know about it. We don't know say Coerberg put in performances like that.
Trust me, Issa, trust me. It was just beautiful to behold how the man just literally single-handedly just take control as a striker, take control of the game, brother, even though he was playing in a deeper, more midfield role. It was brilliant, man. Brilliant. And that's why I said to people, again, me I gotta say something, Issa, where I gotta be controversial, But some Coerberg performances that I've seen, that brother they can play as a number 8 for Jamaica.
Yeah.
Big and
because
serious.
you've seen him, so you know, because you've seen him.
Yeah.
Man, controversial to us because we don't see him like that.
Exactly.
As yet. You understand?
Yeah. Trust me, man. The man is a very good player. I respect him highly. I think right now he's the better player between him and Shamar.
Of course, because he offers other things that Shamar doesn't, and the team that we have now plays more to his strengths. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's the next thing I was saying to an I think coaches this or somewhere that the type of football we play, we don't really play to Shamar's strengths. You understand? A lot of balls in the air and them thing. The Shamar, when you play ball, you can run through the channels and them thing there, you know?
Yeah.
So I think the team is more suited with a Colbert leading the line.
Agreed. Let's look at this comment from Judah Allen. By the way, it's a water break in the United States versus Canada game. It's still 1-0 in favor of Canada. I think if Canada wins this game, if the United States win this game, we will be under some pressure. We'll be under a bit of pressure.
You feel so?
Yeah, man, because that means that we would have, in terms of an ideal world, it would be best to beat Costa Rica. And I think not that we can't beat Costa Rica, but it's not going to be an easy task to beat Costa Rica. Because as I said, man, in my opinion, man, I think here's the thing. When I'm watching this game now and the other games with the US, I think the US midfield is better than the Canadian midfield, right? And because of that, I think that when they play, if we were to get US, for instance, in the quarterfinals, our backline would be under more pressure. Because the United States would have far greater control of the middle of the park against us than Canada would have if we were to play Canada. So I think our backline would come under a lot more pressure, and that's not ideal. After a while, it's a pressure bust pipe,
That's true.
So, and then you see the thing about it also is yes, Daniel Johnson is playing. I mean, it appears to me as if he's playing as a number 8, right?
Yeah.
The player can play as a number 6 as well. We use 2 CDMs, But really and truly, Daniel Johnson is not a CDM,
I agree. I totally agree. And especially in the last game, right? My observation is it seems as if we're playing a 4-4-2. Generally, when you're playing a 4-4-2, the 2 players in the middle have to operate like 2 number 8s. And what was happening is that, yes, Daniel Johnson was operating in that type of role, but the other person, which was Michael Hector, he was more operating like a number 6. You understand? So it left a whole lot of space in the middle of the field because it seemed as if he did not want to pass the half line. When we were defending, he goes up the pitch. You understand? But when we're attacking, he doesn't seem to want to join the attack. You understand? So it leaves a huge gap in the midfield. And I think Daniel Johnson most times operate as a number 8 in the midfield.
Yeah. Honestly though, I respectfully disagree, Issa. I think it was a 4-2-3-1, with Shamar as a makeshift number 10,
Well, yeah, I would say it's debatable because a lot of persons think it's a 4-4-2.
Yes.
Some call it a persons who are in the stadium say it's a 4-2-4 because the wingers are up there with the 2 strikers. I was leaning towards, to be honest, even before the game, person was saying it was a 4-4-2. I was saying, no, it's the same system. I don't think Tapa is going to change the system. But when I watched the game, I kind of was, saying you guys are right. The 2 strikers seem to be up top a lot, and Colbert was the one to me who was moving around more.
Yeah, when I think about it, I think it could probably have been a 4-2-3-1, which transitioned which would kind of have looked like a 4-4-2 based on the runs that Shamar Nicholson was making.
Right. But I expected Shamar to be dropping a little bit deeper than that. You understand?
But they drop deep, you know.
Yeah, I know. But I hardly see him drop deep. To me, Corberg was moving a lot more than him in terms of dropping deep in the midfield. Nicholson,
you think so?
Nicholson was more. He if you check his heat map, he was on Billy's side a lot of the times. You understand? And on the right side, drifting to the right side a lot. And you know, Corberg was drifting to the left a lot because that's how they set up. But in terms of the midfield, his player profile probably doesn't suit that, but he could have done a lot more in that area.
Judah Allen said it's not necessary. No, and it's a fair point, Issa. It's a fair point, Issa. It's a fair point. Judah Allen said it's not necessarily agreeing with you. Both has one goal. I still think Nicholson is the number one striker. It's just a tactical decision to play Burke from the start based on the opponent's Costa Rica. Okay, Judah, cool. Yeah, Judah was one of those going hard for Shamar Nicholson to win. But kind of hear some. Yeah, where I say, Issa?
But Formula, to be honest, I was rooting for Shamar as well. But I mean, we're watching the games now, so we can make a different assessment. You understand? We can make a different assessment. Nothing is wrong with that. Shamar was the number one. We are making a different assessment now.
True. I know, to be honest with you too, I actually give the edge to Burke over Gray as well, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't
personally.
I'm saying that I don't see a lot of Gray for true. If you say he should be over Corey Burke right now. I don't see a lot of him in terms of our squad yet. I know he play a lot of friendlies, but I can't really say I'm going to use those performances to judge him. Right now, Corey Burke kind of stealing the show, to be honest.
But the real reason though is why I say that, is because of the dynamic of pace, Corey Burke is very quick, Andre Gray has lost a couple of steps.
That's true.
Yeah, and I think that I think Corey Burke, I think they're kind of similar kind of players, but I think that everything that Andre Gray does, Corey Burke can do.
Yeah.
Plus the added dynamic of pace as well. That Burke has that Gray doesn't have anymore. That's my personal take. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I said. I'm not seeing enough from Gray as yet to really, say, all right, he should be the front runner, first name on the sheet for strikers. As I said, Corey Burke right now is still in the show. Whatever Gray can do, I think Corey Burke can do it, and has a little more pep in his step. But Andre Gray comes with a lot of experience, and you can't discredit that. You really cannot discredit that.
True.
You understand? And I think a Jamaica squad, that is something that we need. I mean, if we're getting experience with quality play on the pitch, that is something that we need. Yeah.
Agreed.
I would take that in a heartbeat.
Agreed. What do you think about playing Burke and Gray? In terms of playing Gray in the similar role that Boza was playing in the Guadeloupe game.
Why not play Gray?
Maggie.
Why not play Gray in the center forward role and let Corey roam? Because I think Corey is good at that. Yeah, because as I say, Corey is very aggressive. He can, play in midfield, as I say, and he has a good work rate.
Again, the only reason why I would disagree with that, not that Gray couldn't do it, Gray could do it, and do it well. But I think when I was watching the game, I noticed there were a couple of moments that required Burke, that Burke would have been able to, in those situations, he would have needed to utilize his pace.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Gray if in those similar situations, Gray would have an issue utilizing pace.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I would more prefer Gray to be playing in those little pockets of space to be the link up guy, so to speak. And I think he has the technical ability to do it as well. That's just my personal opinion.
I agree. If that's the reasoning behind it, then I agree. And I think we can forget about the I commented on Ryan LFC video where he was asking about Tyreek Magee, and I commented and say if Tyreek Magee don't get any game in the group stage, we can call it goodbye. If he didn't get the game in the group stage, that is so well not so easy, but the knockout stages are going to be harder.
Yeah.
He's not going to get it again. So he can call this Gold Cup run. Yeah, I hate that.
That's a good point, That's a good point, Issa. But one could even make the argument, that because we didn't see him in the first two easier games, we might not see him for the rest of the tournament either. We might not even have to wait to the Costa Rica game to make that determination.
Look, if me know Tapa, I'm telling you, Tyreek Magee not going to know in the field in a Costa Rica game. That's going to be our toughest game.
Yeah.
And in the first game, I was saying, all right, we'll win. Even 5 minutes, I can get Tyreek Magee. No Tyreek Magee.
Yeah.
To make him work in foot.
Yeah. Him not seem to have no intention whatsoever of playing Tyreek Magee.
If you were looking to play him in this tournament, that match give him at least a 5 minute waiting foot. You understand?
Yup. And you see the thing about it, we hear that Tyreek Magee is balling in training,
That's the thing. I've been hearing that for a lot of persons saying that. You understand? Even a lot of the streams that I'm watching, people are saying, yo, they're getting a lot of information that Tyreek is training good. Even on Jamaica radio station, I hear people saying that, they hear Tyreek is training well, and I know we can't see Tyreek.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And to be honest, I want to see him because
of course.
I'm telling you what, I've been telling people that I don't want people to make it because people are always comparing him and Lamar Walker. So I'm saying don't really do it as a Lamar versus Magee thing. We're just pointing out what one offers and what the other offers.
Yeah, they are two different.
I tend to believe that what Magee offers is different than what Lamar offers. Lamar is a fighter. He plays direct.
Issa, you're talking facts. Continue, my boss. Continue, my boss.
What Magee offers is different. But Lamar Walker, to me, he's a fighter. You understand? He plays direct. He's a very pacey player. With Magee is a silky player. You understand? The qualities that Magee have is not something that you can teach necessarily. You understand? Those qualities.
Just has to be there.
Yes, my boss. He's just that type of silky player. You can always get a hard worker. You can always ask a player to play direct. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. The things that he offers, you use him strengths. You understand?
Yeah.
So I always say, nobody make it be like, oh, it's a Magee versus Lamar. We're just saying that one offers something different. That's it.
True. Both are very good.
And a lot of coaches like Lamar because of the qualities that I said. He's a direct player. He's kind of a fighter. You understand? You understand? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, players like Tyreek, coaches just have to trust them. And use them in a system that you exploit their strengths.
And so from what I understand too, Issa, Tyreek Magee has worked on his weaknesses as well.
Exactly. I watch a lot of his training videos, when I can. And even some of the games that he plays, I watch them and trust me, Tyreek Magee just have the ball on him foot and I walk the ball. And he's like, he just beat players at will. I'm like, sometimes I wonder if the quality of people when I play against really good. Because I say, is this real? A lot of these videos I watch, he literally take the ball and just walk the ball and just do what I want to do.
Hmm. They're both very good young players though, and Tyreek McGee recently made his Casio Pen first debut.
Yeah, I
His
saw that.
debut rather for Casio Pen in the first team.
It's just a pity he's not there to finish the preseason.
Yeah.
The
And
stamping in myself, you know?
exactly, and it's even more of a pity because we're not seeing him.
Yeah, we're not in our play right
And
now.
in club now see him. Guys, about 5 minutes of normal time left in the Canada US game. Canada is desperately searching for an equalizing goal. And honestly, right now I am a huge Canadian fan. Right? I am such a big Canadian fan. Right? They're the second best team in CONCACAF. And I have trust and faith in them that they will get this equalizing goal.
When you think about this comment on the screen, Pamela.
The reason I would bash Tapa is because he is the one making some of these questionable decisions. He need to show some backbone and stand up. At the end of the day, the coach stands responsible. What questionable decisions though? That
No,
kind of vague, Stephen.
people are going to say his substitutions, the time that he makes his substitutions, stuff like that. Some people would say should have bring on such man earlier or should have bring on this player instead of this player.
The
To me,
usual.
if I'm honest though, I never like the timing of the substitution for Gray. Or what say you?
Agreed. No, I agree. Issa. I agree. That is the only substitution during this tournament so far that I have an issue with Tapa. I think the others were right on time.
Yeah, especially the taxi substitution.
Yeah.
Especially the taxi substitution. Taxi, it was so refreshing to see Taxi because he have the legs. Taxi was just booming up and down, booming up and down, booming up and down. And that kind of give me some hope that we probably might see him start in the other match because Taxi is just so mobile down the left flank. You understand? He was just booming up and down, up and down. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. It's a good point. But and Issa, here's my thing with fans of the Reggae Boys sometimes, right? They fail to see and it's not because of it's because they only want to see their only perspective, right?
Yeah.
My thing is that you could make the argument in a Issa, right? As I said earlier on in the stream, I think Boza should have been taken off, right? But one could make the argument, that because Boza was finding himself in so many good goal scoring spaces are putting himself in so many good positions to receive a lot of good goal scoring opportunities, right? One could make the argument, that Tapa didn't want to mess with that aspect of it, in terms of hoping and praying that because we see players miss 3-4 chances and then the fifth one then put in.
Yeah.
One could make the argument that Tapa preferred not to mess with that aspect of it because at the very least, the argument could be made that Boza was getting himself in some good goal scoring positions.
Exactly. And coaches normally think like that too, Coaches normally think like that. You see players getting chances, they're getting into the right spot. And if you trust them, you're going to give them all the opportunities that they desire. You understand? And you can see that he trusts Boza.
Yeah.
That's true. But as a coach, if you have quality players on the bench, come on, man.
And that is fair.
60 minutes, 65, 70 minutes,
that
80
is
minutes.
Fair.
That is fair. Like, and the funny thing, why? We were 1-1 and we want to win. And you have a player like you're on the bench. Oh my God. You at least give them on 20 minutes.
That's fair. That is fair. But and again, I'm not sticking up for Tapa's decision, and I agree. Nicholson should have been taken off, but I'm just merely playing devil's advocate here. the argument again could be made that Tapper, in that particular moment, knew Shamar Nicholson was getting those goal scoring opportunities, right? Suppose Gray came on and didn't have a good game and wasn't getting himself in those goal scoring opportunities. Tapper might have chosen not to mess with that because he's saying to himself, because remember, it's better to be getting it, especially for a striker, it's better that they're getting themselves the goal scoring opportunities and missing it, rather than not getting it any at all, if you understand what I mean, Issa.
Yeah, man, I get you, man.
So I agree though, I agree. Him should have give Andre Gray a good 20-minute run. Right? I agree though, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, so guys, 90 minutes gone in this football game is 5 minutes of extra time. Canada still trying, pressing. They have been pressing the United States in the middle of the park. They won back possession now, heading to the, well, that's what, a goal kick now. Some very good defensive work there by the American center back. Very good defensive work. Formula, I like Evan Davis. Big up yourself, my boss. Formula, I like your professional output and the way Tapper is doing his job. I think Tapper is trying his best. Honestly, I don't think Tapper is doing as badly as people make it out to be. Yes, there are things he needs to improve on for sure, but I don't think he's doing as badly as people make him out to be doing. Tapper Whitmore took over after our last failed World Cup qualifying run. He had 5 years to get his house in order. Just one look at the 60-man list and you're still left scratching your head. That's fair, Eagle Republic. That's fair. But then you have to remember too, the JFF never really wanted to bring in a lot of players, for about the first couple of years, when Tapper was in charge, because remember, the JFF was saying that they were strapped for cash. So they were using a lot of local-based players and also a lot of USL players and North American players in the first 2-3 years of Tapper's reign, right? Because them said they never have the money to pay the other players, so them give them the little play. Well, with the greatest of respect, they gave the Jamaican Premier League players and the USL players chicken feed to play, so to speak. He can't beat Honduras either. Yeah. Honduras is going to be a tough one as well. If we ever buck Honduras in this tournament, that's going to be a challenging game for us. Nothing is being alleged. The coach just doesn't want the foreign-born players in the team. So that's not alleged, Ian. Ian, what concrete evidence you have of that, my boss? Yo, Ian, not easy. Ian said nothing is being alleged. The man attack it, Issa. The man say facts, Issa. That the man say,
But nothing is being alleged. But it is alleged that the coach doesn't want the foreign players in the team.
Exactly. Yeah, Ian basically say facts, so they don't want them in our team, Oh God, I think that's unfair. Look how much one of his most trusted players is Adrian Mariappa, guys, and Michael Hector. They're foreign-born and foreign-based players. So to say that the man does not want foreign-born players in the team, Ian, I think is a bit unfair, Ian. I think that is a little bit unfair, Ian. Honestly, I do. I honestly believe that. Neo Sovereign said, I think both of those teams look more organized than we did in our first 2 games. Yes, true. If Tapper wanted unity in the team, he should have led from the front and set the example. How do we know, though, Howard Chin, that there is disunity in the team? We hear stuff, Howard. We hear stuff, that's true. But we have nothing concrete at this moment to say that there is disunity.
Even last night, I saw Andre Blake and Flemo on the live. And I don't know what was said on Flemo's live, but Andre Blake and Flemo was laughing. So look how the vibes good in that camp, man, and the people them just love mix up. That's what they said. They must say the vibes good in that camp, and the people them doesn't love the mix up. So we don't know what going on. We out here attack and whatever. We don't know them thing like the camp. I mean, after a lot of time watching live, them look, you know, they might enjoy themselves in the camp.
To be fair, though, you know, Issa, it's Andre Blake's job as captain of the team to be diplomatic, you know, and say what he said, you know. Just providing another angle to it. I agree with you, Issa. I agree with you, but just providing another angle to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my whole thing. We hear these little things, even the Flemmer incident with Andre Gray. God Almighty, man, people are reading too much into that incident.
Exactly.
The guy was just pumped.
That's what was causing the issue. Because people are saying you never this and you never that or whatever. Bro, come on. We see celebrations like we watch EPL, but I don't know if watch EPL and them celebrate like that all the while. It doesn't
all
mean
the while. All the while.
It doesn't make them know. Say, look at me, I done. We just score last minute winner like that chop up 2 boy salad keeper. Come on, man. That adrenaline pump, you're the man.
Exactly. He was pumped in the moment. Guys, unfortunately, I stop support Canada now. Them never come through for it. Unfortunately, the game is finished, guys. The United States has won. For us to play Canada in the quarterfinals, we're going to need to beat Costa Rica. So, that's that. Yeah, man, but Issa, I agree. There is nothing. Yes, because to be honest, Issa, I have heard things behind the scenes, right? And we have heard things said on respective platforms as well. But there is nothing really solid and concrete. I think a lot of it is being blown out of even little things that people are seeing, so to speak. I think they are blowing a lot of these things out of proportion, to be honest with you.
Me tell you one big one. Like guys at the match, like the guys at the who were in the stadium were saying that the English players at halftime, 3 English players were warming by themselves and the other rest of players were by themselves. Bro, we play football. When at halftime you want we do you want with brother.
Yeah.
If me and your friend formula, right? Me and all are together. When halftime come and me and I go kick ball together.
Yeah.
You understand? People say, oh, that not look right. No, that look right. You warm up with who you want to warm up and brother halftime. Nobody tell us, oh, you need to do that or you need to do that.
No, I agree. And by the way, I see Ordain TV says something. I soon get to it, Ordain. Ordain say you really disappointed me formula. And the coach will not do better because of people you like you, I think he meant to say. Yeah. Tapa is just not good. He can't bring the team to that level. I soon get to that, Ordain. I soon know yourself, Ordain. I soon get to that, right? But yeah, man, I agree. I think here's the thing. I think what a lot of people are discounting is that these players have known each other for years. Right? A lot of the newer English-born recruits, they don't know them that well. So it's not that they have an issue with them, It's not that they might necessarily have an issue with the new English-born players, Right? They just don't know them that well. So it's just a matter of familiarity. Auditor assume bring you on, but it's just a matter of familiarity. Automatically, you subconsciously, you're going to train with the guy you have been friends for years. Right? That's just my opinion. Auditor, frauditer, what's happening, man? What a name? Oh, auditor, frauditer gone. Auditor, frauditer gone. Me just add in auditor, frauditer. What a name, by the way. RQweb, no lie, sorry, I mispronounced your name. RQbed said that formula, he is not a clown. I agree with you. He is a simpleton. And that, oh God, I'm not even gonna read that. I think I want positive. RQbed. I think I want positive comment here come with, brother. We're not gonna say the man is no dunce with no massive ego. No, man. We can be a little bit more diplomatic about Tapa, man. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Tapa is immune from criticism, I don't think Tapa is immune from criticism. I criticize him. I blast him all the time, right? Even though I don't think he's as bad a coach as people makes him out to be. But to say he's a massive dunce, I think
Formula.
it's a bit harsh.
I've got jump off here.
Yeah,
How
man,
long the live gonna last for?
it's gonna last probably another 40 minutes or so.
All right, I'm supposed to can jump back on.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thanks for being here, Issa. It was much
Yeah.
appreciated. Your contribution was much appreciated. All right, so Issa has left us temporarily. Yeah, man. So guys, 80 people on the live now, guys. You know, like up the live, guys. Like up the live. It is indeed a free way to support the live, and you know we do appreciate the support. It's just a simple thumbs up, right? Or I think it's so. Yeah, my head just sets about my head just click the like button, man. Right, the thumbs up button right below the video, man. Yeah, man. It's a very good way to get the video out there. It helps the channel massively, right? No, and you know the link is also in the chat as well. The link is in the chat, guys. If you guys want to jump on and we talk some ball, right? If you guys want to jump on and we talk some ball, you guys want to click on the link, you guys can jump in the chat and you guys can click on the link, and you know it will take you backstage, and you know I will add you to the live stream, right? It won't take you immediately to the stream. It will take you backstage, and then I will add you to the stream, and you can join the conversation with us as well. D. Ellsworth, no disrespect to Tapa, but the JFF didn't inexplicably leave Nicholson on the field. Fair point. But every D. Ellsworth, I see somebody say in the comment section that where is it? Dev Howard Chin said Devil's advocate. You does that a lot for Tapa. Maybe we'll get to that comment too as well. But Howard Chin is not about Howard Chin. You see, when I speak football and I speak on my channel, I try to give objective, fair analysis, right? From multiple angles, from multiple perspectives, right? I'm not going to come on my channel and just give one side of the argument or one angle or one argument, so to speak. I'm going to try and be analytical. I'm going to try and give multiple sides to the argument, multiple perspectives, and most importantly, I am fair, and most importantly, I am objective. Anything I am objective, right? I'm not trying, it's not about ulterior motives or trying to push a rhetoric to support anybody, right? I'm just giving multiple sides of the debate, right? So when you say that, I genuinely, watching, I genuinely believe that people, I don't think Tapa is as bad as people make him out to be. I know people disagree, and that's fair, and I understand their criticism. I understand where they're coming from, right? I understand where they're coming from, right? But I just try to show multiple aspects, multiple sides to the debate. It's not that I don't know Tapa, you know. I never meet Tapa a day in my life, right? And when it's time to blast Tapa, I'm a blast Tapa, right? I'm a blast Tapa, right? Of course, when it's time to blast Tapa, I'm the first one standing up to blast him, right? For sure. Formula, there is no, and guys, by the way, remember, and to address this comment about what D. Ellsworth, my boss, said, said that no disrespect to Tapa, but the JFF didn't inexplicably leave Nicholson on the field. Yes, that's true, but every coach, you know, and I agree with that, with that statement, you know, Nicholson should have come off, in my opinion, right? I merely provided another angle to the argument. But yes, he should have come off. But to be fair, D. Ellsworth, every single coach, look at Pep Guardiola in the Champions League final. He got things wrong in the Champions League final and lost the game. Even the best coaches in the world get things wrong, D. Ellsworth. I know every coach perfect in the Tapa is going to get things wrong, and we are going to blast him when he does get those things wrong. Fox D. Ellsworth, we are going to blast him when he does get things wrong. But every single coach, no matter how good said coach is D. Ellsworth, no matter how good a coach is my friend D. Ellsworth, every coach are going to get something wrong. And every time them are going to get it right, D. Ellsworth. And that me I try to say. So yes, this is a fair comment there as well, but we have seen even the best of the best make questionable substitutions, questionable personnel changes, leave on a player upon the field too long, or whatever the case may be. We see even that with Pep Guardiola, Zinedine Zidane, who else? Klopp, all of them, man. All of them get things wrong. Right? So I think we're going and tap a little bit too hard when he gets things wrong and act like, say, oh, the man get everything wrong all the time. I respectfully disagree with that. I don't think he's as bad a manager as people make him out to be. I'm sorry. Yes, things happen and I question it. I'm say, yo, what a part do, man? But I think in all fairness, man, he's not a bad, in my opinion, he is not a bad manager as people make him out to be. The man gonna go down to Japan and became the first Jamaican coach from my understanding of it, right? To come up to play as head coach of the national team, to play a European team, right? And get anything other than a loss. In terms of he drew the game. Every other Jamaican coach that has played European opposition has lost. Has lost from my understanding of the history. I don't know, you guys can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. But every other time, every other Jamaican coach has come up against European opposition. Right? They have lost. Tapa drew the game. And it was a very good game on our part. And for the most part, he got his tactics spot on. Yes, it's a fair argument that the change could have been made a little bit earlier. I don't think the changes in that game was made too late, right? But it could. I understand the argument that the changes could have been made earlier in that game as well. I see both sides of the argument where that is concerned, right? Formula, the Evan Davis formula. There is no perfect 11. He had to see which players can stand up to pressure with weak opponents. Okay. Wayne Swire. Andrew Allen jump on. Andrew Allen jump on. What's happening, Andrew Allen? Your mic muting Andrew Allen.
Yes, my brother.
What's happening, man?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
What you saying,
you're not hearing me?
I am hearing you. Your video kind of not so smooth, but I'm hearing you. Go ahead, man.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, my brother. I'm me in him audience TV still. I me send the message to what thing.
Let me search for that. What a comment did it say again?
Yeah, it's a point for man because
big up Fresh God. Big up Fresh God. Thanks for being here, Fresh God. Big up yourself, Fresh God. Yeah, man. Where you say, Andrew?
Yeah. I mean, me listen to you every time you come on. Me find your program and I listen to you, yeah? Straight.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the support.
But, yeah, man. There comes that time, my brother, when you have to just draw the line. You have to just speak things as it is, man. Because, yo, you see, how much time Tapa carry the team go a Gold Cup?
This is his third. His third. Yeah, time.
He have been to a final once and a semi-final once, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So see the level at Tapa say, boy, him can't manage, him can't bring the team over that level.
Why you think so though?
Because, all right, first, from your watch Tapa coach Jamaica side, the man makes some stupid decision. I don't know where him get them decision from.
Mm-hmm.
Man, all right, look here. You take a player from like Gray from England, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have the man from bench. Let me tell you something. And maybe a lot of Jamaican begs me or what have you. But Nicholson is nowhere near Gray. Nowhere near Gray.
I agree. His technical Gray is by far a better technical player. than Shamar Nicholson.
Okay. All right. So you are telling me now, brother. If I was great, I would have be feel insulted and embarrassed. If you have a player like me on the bench and I give me 9 minutes.
Agreed.
Nicholson have the whole of the first half. Actually the whole of the second half. My God, man. I'm a blind man to that seat, brother. Yo, Tapa, am I coaching? I make a coaching up, so we have to support him. But it's when him do foolishness, brother. Yeah, man, we have to stand up and say a foolishness that you deal with Tapa, man. Trust me.
I agree, but I said this, Andrew. But by the way, you got somebody have the video playing in the background. I kind of hearing a bit of a feedback. Yeah, man. If when you jump onto the live, just pause the video on the other tab. So when you jump onto the live, the video is going on the other tab. So just pause the video on the other tab. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yes, Andrew, I agree with you 100%. It was the Gray. As a matter of fact, Gray should have started, in my opinion. I agree with you, but me now disagree with you. It was not the best decision, But again, my whole thing is that we have seen the best managers in the world make wrong decisions, make bad decisions. Generally speaking, Tapa has a good record as our head coach of the national football team.
All right. So, all right. You see, to me, this thing is like Titanic. We're not going really... Yeah, man. We now Titanic go down and we realize we now go jump off of it. We're going to just go down with it. You see, sometimes, bro, you have to identify a problem, before it go further,
Facts.
You understand me?
So you think Tapa, Andrew? You think Tapa is the main reason for Jamaica's football where it's at right now? In terms of our struggles in the tournament?
No, bro. No, I couldn't say that. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about the changes over the years that Tapa have been making. And the field I'm talking about. Me know say the JFF them have 95% of the issue. The JFF. Straight.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the changes that Tapa have been making over the years and years. Why is something wrong with it, bro? Trust me. When a coach make a change, the coach make the change to elevate the team, to pump the team, that the team get a victory and a win. Right? And some decision when we see the man make. All right, look here. The man left the two worst players on the field for the night. And take off two players we are playing. He left Shamar Nicholson and Bailey. Bailey, I'm a baller still now, bro. But Bailey never played and the man left Bailey.
And take off Turgot. And who else again?
Yeah.
Who else in
take off Turgot and our Abel? No, Hector.
Yeah, but all right. So here's the thing, though, Andrew. Here's the thing, right? As I said, you have to look at it from multiple perspectives, While I agree, that Nicholson should have come off, I can also look at it from the perspective that Nicholson was finding himself in a number of goal-scoring opportunities, and you can't look past that. You can't look past that. In terms of, Tapa might be saying to himself, I don't know what Andre Gray. I suppose Andre Gray come on, right? And wasn't having the best of game per se, right? Nicholson in that particular moment was finding himself in a number of goal-scoring positions, right? You don't know when one could go in, and it's better to it's better. Me agree in Tennessee, but I'm just saying Tennessee. I agree, and Nicholson should have come off, but I'm just saying Tapa could have been looking at it from the perspective that right now what is taking place for me a number of goal scoring opportunities are being created.
But
Let me leave Shamar Nicholson on the pitch because he's catching himself in those goal scoring opportunities. Yes,
but
Tennessee.
Pamela, suppose we lose the match. Suppose we lose the match in the end. Guala will score when Nicholson that miss so much chance. But
Fear.
yeah, what me I say Suppose it was Andre Gray on the field missing so much chances. You wouldn't think about that take him out.
That is speculation, though.
No,
Tennessee.
and speculation.
Never happened. Tennessee. It never happened. So we can't speak.
And no speculation. We can't speak high Pamela. And I like the way I look over here, so. And I like Pamela. Everybody in the stadium realize what going.
I agree with Tennessee.
And you can't tell me so we as people can look and say man did and the man miss chance, it man type of chance. The man Pamela, if man miss a chance and at least I put the ball on the goalkeeper, at least that's well. But the man not play nothing Pamela.
But Tennessee.
And you have a man on the bench. For the bench Pamela, I don't feel like you know business, you know care, you know left because you are on the side and nobody can say nothing to you.
Yeah. I agree not Tennessee. Again, I'm not I agree no. Nicholson should have come off. But I'm just saying, just showing another perspective to it, that could have been Tapa's thinking that Nicholson, to be fair to him, was getting himself in a number of goal scoring opportunities.
But
the problem was the man was missing.
But Pamela get a goal scoring and not even put the ball. You never put the ball on target. You never play good. Every ball you get you lose.
But there's no guarantee that
but you have a man on the bench Pamela and you come like say you're gonna rate him man. You don't know put on
Tennessee, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that Gray would have come on and would have been finding himself in so many goal scoring positions.
You can't tell me that, Pamela. Me can't tell you.
Pamela.
Me and no fool.
Pamela.
A man.
You saw
a man. You can't tell me that. You're trying to make an excuse to him.
Me now make an excuse. Me I show two sides of the coin.
Then you come up in 9 minutes. You come up in 9 minutes and look what man do. 9 minutes.
True.
All right.
It's like you're so weak. Like you have a bias. Like you have a bias against the man them. Like you know what? All right. To me.
1 second, Andrew. Make Tennessee finish.
My opinion. When me feel like say, the man no want to put on Gray because he Gray score, you have to go because out that side. Because Gray score. So you don't want to bring him on, he score, and you have to left out Nickel. That's all me can
That is a conspiracy theory, Tennessee. That is a conspiracy theory, Tennessee.
No, why you wouldn't bring on? All right.
I have no facts for that, Tennessee. That is a conspiracy theory, Tennessee. You just sit down and build that one there, Tennessee.
No, man, not build it, man.
All right. Pamela.
Tennessee, let me hear what Andrew say. What I say, Andrew?
Tell me honest truth now. You feel say great. You see, your face said great. Would that be worse than when Nicholson not do if in that?
No, man.
No, come on.
Man.
Look here.
No, man. Hold up. No. Let me clear this up, Andrew. Andrew, to be fair, I never said that in Andrew. I am saying the fact of the matter is, at that moment in time, Shamar Nicholson was finding himself in a number of goal scoring opportunities. Why we agree that Gray is the better player for sure. Right, there's no telling what Gray would have come onto the field and would have done. So Tapa could have said, you know what, let me go and work with this little bit because Nicholson is already giving me the chances. Go through, Andrew.
Oh, so hold on. All right, one at the time, if he say Nicholson and the goalie, they're on the same side because when I see man just pass the ball, the goalkeeper. Like him I say, yo, see a ball there. Yo, brother. No, you see them stuff there, Famila. It hurt and it grieve me. I'm football. You it grieve me, Famila.
I agree.
Trust me, And you see another. More you know, say people in England, because one of my people them in England watch a match. Right? And tell me now, how it look for a Premier League player left and come to Jamaica. and can't get a game at 8-9 minutes in a one Gold Cup match.
But he's not a
Big
Premier League
player.
player.
He might level in preseason. He might level in preseason.
Look here. Gray will. I don't think Gray will play a lot for Watford this season.
No,
That's me personally.
Okay. So what are they? Tell me, even if him play 10 games this season.
Speculate now, Pamela.
Eh?
I speculate because you don't know.
No, but I all right. Here's why I say that now, Tennessee. From the activity that I see taking place in the transfer window, it appears to me that Watford is looking to ship him out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say that. So I think my conclusion is a reasonable one to arrive at.
No, sir. Just as we are talking about Nicholson and Man White. That is a theory where you have. Where you
I do.
No,
But some basis
yeah, man.
is there, though.
But all right, hear this. We all are Jamaicans and we want the team to go down.
True.
Right? So, what me I say? I mean, the only football me play a D2 when you have D2 at Jamaica. That's the only football. So, what me I say now? You see, if me can see all these years when Tapa make them kind of change ya. Because me realize say so make the change Tapa the amount that change that Tapa make for the years. 95% of them are to losing cars. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So me why you tell me now? As we Jamaicans we are looking. And with the naked guys we are see say boy, yo Tapa. You know see change why make no Tapa? Make the change no? Oi, Gray get up and Gray warm up brother. And then man sit down back again and get up and warm up back again.
I agree.
No man.
It look embarrassing. It look embarrassing, man.
Andrew and Tennessee. Don't get me wrong, I want everybody on the live to understand what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, guys. Hold on. Who's phone ringing? Who's phone ringing? Yeah. To be as I said, I don't want you guys to get me wrong, I agree, The change was made too late. Right? The change was made too late. Gray should have come on a lot earlier. I agree. Yeah, man. So it's not that I disagree in Tennessee and Andrew. I agree. The change should have been made earlier. Again, my whole argument, I try to look at things from multiple perspectives, right? And I'm saying to myself, probably it's a case where Tapa is saying right now the way things is going with Nicholson, at the very least, he is getting himself in a number of goal-scoring opportunities. There was no guarantee that Andre Gray, yes, he's the better player, but there's no guarantee he would have come on and got himself into those goal-scoring opportunities as well.
But Pamela,
yes, he was missing.
But that make no sense as far as me I see because you're going. I know you see if Nicholson was the only striker with the end of nobody else for football time, I could have sit with it. But you have somebody else on the bench with one play. You understand? Man left in pre-season, come play. And for me say then deal with the man, me feel that way too because even when everybody a ball, the man come on. You understand? Even 20 minutes, you could have given him 20 minutes. You understand?
I agree.
You have a man sit down on the bench and to me I say, Pamela, I believe say because the people in the stadium are lick out Pantapa. And I tell them say they want to agree. People in the ball they want to agree. So I just feel like say that's why maybe he might say, yo, you don't want nobody tell him what to do. You see me I say? You understand? But you can't indeed with the man away. You see because me at least I put him on target and you get yourself that goal position.
True.
I play good. Me not like Burke play good. Me not like
Tennessee, remember say me do video first and say Burke for start, everybody bash me in everybody bash me in my comments, Well, a lot of people. Me rate him too.
Me rate him too, Pamela. But when me see man do the other day, that don't make no sense to me, Pamela. Me no see nobody who can defend that.
Tennessee, to be fair, yes, Gray created the chance for himself, you know. He created the opportunity for himself, you know. So credit has to be given to him, you know. But in the short time when it come on, you know, him did have an easy chance to miss it, you know, brother.
No, but at least man put him back on target.
Good
You see one
comeback.
go
Yeah.
across the back.
Fair
Back
point. Fair point.
You understand?
Fair
The
point.
man create a chance and input it on target. If someone
Fair
input the
point.
chance on target, at least
But
you look at the same and try.
Tennessee,
Me not say
come
not try
on.
still no, but the man out of
Mhm.
farm, Pamela. If we
Yeah, man.
the outside and we can see that. To me, the man them it look like you know rating man or he just no one game in a game.
No,
Because
man, that's not my understanding of it.
if a
I
man
understand
score,
that he rates him highly.
if a man
Andre Gray.
score, you have to go put on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you bring some man,
Mm-hmm.
so the man they have to be in a World Cup qualifying because you bring some man to say, boy, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and I like 98 where people don't know what going. Everybody know what going. Yeah, social media, everything. Everybody know all I play them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you bring some man perform in a Gold Cup, so you can justify put them in the World Cup qualifying squad because you know some more man come. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Even with like, all right, say you want a defensive midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
You see the sense they put defensive midfielder in a 60-man squad, but none in a 23-man squad. What kind of stupid is that? You understand? I mean, I in my pick team.
Yeah.
As far as me, then say I in my pick team.
Yeah, but Tennessee, to be fair, you know, Cousins and Stewart, you know, did not get their documents at that point in time.
So Gray never get passport neither.
No, Gray got his passport after the squad has selected. And Wednesday, Gray get him passport, you know, and the squad name Monday in a boss.
Okay.
East would not have made it over Gray if Gray had his documents before. Because from my understanding of it, Tapa rate Gray. From my understanding of it, Tapa rate Gray.
But you know, show two end the other day though. Yeah,
probably rate Nicholson more.
Yeah, to me, Pamela, if man have a certain amount of player when they want to put in a World Cup qualifying squad. So they know some more man come, so they bring them and them perform to justify putting them in the World Cup qualifying squad.
Yeah.
You understand? Don't play Maggie. Why you have Maggie on the bench and send a Lamar Walker? Yeah. But that's not same talent kind of thing there. Maybe my coach, him know better we.
Fair point.
Him know better we. You understand?
But to be honest with you, though, Tennessee. I mean, yes, when Speedy did come on, truth be told, when Speedy them did come on, we did regain some control in the middle of the park. So I guess after that, you know, Tariq Magee could have been brought in. So we could get the ball to him and get the ball to his feet and, you know, he could do something with it. That's a fair point.
Yeah, man.
That's a fair point. That you know, who knows? Probably he thinks he thinks Lamar Walker is a better player than Tariq Magee.
Maybe. Yeah,
probably think so. To be honest with you, you know, Tariq Magee not just the one professional game Tariq Magee has ever played, you know. He doesn't have a professional contract. He plays for the youth team in Belgium. Whereas at the very least, Lamar Walker is a professional, albeit at a lower level, but you know.
We lower level too.
True. Fair point. But again, what I said, Eddie, where are you, boss?
Yeah, big up yourself, Tennessee. Big up everybody in the comment section.
Big up yourself, Eddie. Eddie good.
Welcome to the Formula Sports, Eddie. You think of foolishness me I talk when I say you can't give away sure for unsure with Shamar Nicholson getting himself in good positions in the game, goal scoring positions.
Man, I kind of understand that argument, you know. He has been creating for himself, and I think Tapa might have looked at that and say, you know what, let me keep him in the game a little bit. And if you look internationally, if you look with Werner for Chelsea, different type of players, but Werner has been missing a lot of chances, but he's still in the game. He's still starting, you know, he's making runs, you know, he's creating. So I think Tapa, you know, probably looking at something like that with Shamar. He didn't have a good day. Didn't have a good game whatsoever. I'm not making any excuses for him. Didn't have a good game, but I can understand Tapa, you know, let him stay on a little bit, you know.
Because that's my whole thing, you know, Eddie. I'm not. Look, again, more want to make sure people who are watching the live understand my argument, right? Because I think some people misunderstand where I'm coming from. I agree. Nicholson should have come off, right? I should have come off a lot earlier. I'm only playing devil's advocate and showing multiple perspectives, multiple angles to the issue. So instead of just going in on Theodore Tapper Whitmore, at least try to see the perspective that he is coming from. It could very well be a case. It could very well be a case where the man say, right now, I am sure that Shamar Nicholson is getting himself in good goal scoring positions. Right. I don't know if Gray is the better player, but because even though he's the better player, there's no guarantee the player would have come on and gotten himself into the same goal scoring positions.
Yeah,
you can't give away sure for unsure. Just
but,
another argument.
there's some rationale behind the decision by Tapper.
But if you're not sure, but if you're not sure, it's all right. But
we're sure say we need a goal, and he's creating chances.
True.
So,
but we
never sure him going to score still, but
we at the Eddie. If Shamara play like that on the field, and you not sure if Gray can do better, then why are you doing Gray?
No, man. I mean, no, it's not. No, everybody agrees that Gray is the better player now. I'm just saying, in the heat of the moment, Tennessee, it might have said at least I'm getting the goal scoring opportunities right now with Nicholson on the field. Who knows? Gray could have gone on and had a bad game in a Tennessee. We don't know.
And Gray might have needed a few minutes to get warm.
Exactly.
To get up to speed.
Exactly. He hasn't played in a while.
I was in the stadium and I feel like say a big guy.
Oh, you were there, Tennessee?
Oh, you mean?
Okay.
I feel like a big guy people them did that this up Tapper. That's why Tapper no want to man. Big guy Tapper vex. Yeah, because no people them not diss him.
Yeah, man. Me hear them there deal with him rough.
Maybe as a coach, say yo, one and tell you what to do. So you go just stick to your thing and just left him there.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because maybe him feel like if him follow what they say, it will look like a them own thing.
And
the people that diss him.
Yeah, man, and they are deal with him wicked, man.
You understand?
And they are deal with him wicked.
Me kind of cool to because it's a man me not play. All right. Sometimes I miss chance, but at least them I play a good night game.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But so far Nicholson scored a goal. Nicholson no nothing in the first game. And the second game, he do nothing.
Here's the thing. His first game performance was not the best, but it wasn't that bad. But truth be told, it wasn't good and it wasn't bad. In my opinion.
Yeah, and I rate him. Me rate him.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I think he have a lot of potential as a young player.
True.
If you leave him out there, he might not score no goal. You just left him on the field. Then they can damage him and confidence too. Because
true.
Oh, you're going to play him in the next match. You could have take him off and still make him start in the next match. You could have take him off half time and still make him start in the next match. Depends on where Gray do, because maybe Gray come and score or something. But the other man out there man not score no goal. You understand? Because everybody look and say they're not with it. You understand? Why man can't come off the field? Many people are say, yo, be a thing. You understand? Me them talk with people.
Yeah, man. Me know, man. They are go hard, man. But all right, let me give you another perspective, Tennessee, and tell me what you think about this. Because Andrew was saying, and Eddie obviously can join in as well, right? My friend talk about the two worst players still remaining on the pitch, right? Bailey and Nicholson and him taking off Bell and Wells. Who else?
Hector.
And no, man, it wasn't the Hector sub. It was Blair. Yeah. My argument to that is that it would have been good for Flemmer to have come onto the pitch, right? Because obviously we know the energy level will go up, right? Because let's be real, in the second half, Turgot for the most part was missing.
Yeah, man, kind of last night game, but
he was missing. Yes, he had a very good first half, but he was missing. And my thing is that me soon make a run with it, Tennessee. But Mighty, just to finish up my point, my thing is that I don't blame him for taking off Blair and leaving on Bailey, because we know what Leon Bailey can produce at any moment in time. And to be fair to Bailey, he did produce it, because he's a very good through ball the man give to Flemmer, you know, at the edge to pick him up at the edge of the box, you know, Andrew Allen. He did produce it.
Yeah.
People say why you take off Turgot and you leave on the world. Yes, Bailey, admittedly, for the most part, was probably one of the worst outfield players, right? If not the worst. An argument could be made that he was the worst. But we know Bailey is the best player on the team. We know what the man can do at any given moment.
Yeah, man. He rewarded Tapa for keeping him, man.
Yeah, but I think they kind of mark him out of games. You know what happened to Bailey? Come like him and him. Because he know, say my best player, I think they kind of play him close mark him, so him not the time. And every time he gets the ball, they forward him. You understand? So, you know, then close mark Alfonso deep. But I think some of the time Bailey try to do too much to him, man. Because
yeah, man. No doubt.
So when I try missing get the ball, I think I can pass and turn right now, man, and drop. You understand? Because I could flick the ball to the middle and give two men the right beside him. You understand? But I think he might try. I think he might feel the pressure.
Yeah, man.
Because
no doubt.
You know, everybody look pretty Bailey perform like going to play Leverkusen. But
yeah,
I think he make the pressure get to him in a way. Yeah, I know Jamaicans still like
he might try too hard
blast the wing and beat man and square ball and score goal. But you have to understand, say, kind of different. The man kind of bite your heart. You see me I say?
But Tennessee and Eddie, him can do it in CONCACAF. You know, the problem is right now the player isn't on form. Him just need to keep things simple until it just start clicking naturally for him. Just keep things simple right now until it just come naturally to your boss. By the way, guys, you know, 80 people on the live, guys, like up the live, guys. Please, guys, smash the like button, smash it. Albeit, some very good even though I know no one me blast Tapa, you know. And then I get that from me, you know. I still very good conversation in the people.
You know, me kind of fear about with a Jamaican team, yeah. Me feel like anytime we get a team, we go high press way and run at way, I feel like we have a problem.
Yeah, man.
Anytime we get a team, you know what they say?
Big up military.
Military in the house. Military, big up, boss, big up.
I feel like you better play Canada in the quarterfinal. Because I think we have a better chance. Because you see two type of ball game with Canada play.
Yeah.
We can beat Canada.
Yeah, man.
But anyhow, we get I think we can beat either US or Canada. Because none of them are really important to me.
Yeah. We can beat them in
the US right now.
Tennessee, but at the same time we can lose to them.
Well,
that's my problem.
Yeah.
I don't see an easy game where we can say we're definitely going to beat this team.
Well, that's true. But I think we have a better chance to beat Canada.
Yeah, man.
To me, that's what I mean. You understand?
I agree.
Yeah, man, because we have the better players.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. You understand? But we just feel like anytime we look at a team like Andrews, we have got high press and run at it, I feel like we have got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Because I think
look really good.
With people high press them and play with speed, I think Jamaica have problems with them kind of team.
Yeah, man.
And we saw that with the Japan game.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
High press.
Yeah,
you understand?
We can't play a US right now.
Yeah, we couldn't come out. That me always a word about. Me always said to myself, so we have so much speed, like you know, like so much runner. I want to play ball games so slow.
Because the technical ability not there to move the ball quickly. Quickly, I want to address a comment that I saw a little bit earlier as it pertains to Andre Gray. Wayne Swire says, so Formula if Tapa rate Gray, why him never include Gray in the 23-man squad from the first place? Wayne, what had happened with Gray was that Gray had gotten his documents the Wednesday. The squad released the Monday. So Gray got his documents after the squad was released. Wayne, that was the issue. He got his documents the Wednesday later on in the week, and the squad was released on the Monday. So that's why he wasn't originally in the 23. But guys, quickly before
we have to go with what JFF said.
No man, it's facts.
We don't want to do the conspiracy theory.
No, man, it's facts, Eddie. It's facts. Me know that. Gray got his documents the Wednesday. Gray
Late, he got it late.
Yeah, man, he got it late. He got it late.
I know I mean like Gray too. Gray look like a man where well want play. He look like he
Yeah,
want
man.
play. You
Yeah,
understand?
man.
He
He
hungry
want
to
to play
play.
for, yeah, man. He want to play for Jamaica.
And he want to prove himself.
Yeah, man, without a shadow of a doubt. Guys, I want you guys to help me out with something quick and fast in the last 15 minutes or so about Eddie and Tennessee. I want to give the players ratings for the Guadeloupe game. That okay with you guys?
Yeah, man.
All right, me I go
Man,
bring it
rating,
up.
man.
Yeah, man, me I go bring it up on screen right now. Me I go share the screen and bring up the 1 second. By the way, guys, free way to support the channel, guys. So remember to like up the live. You guys seeing it on screen?
Yeah, man, I see it.
All right, me click the Guadeloupe game and bring up the players.
But family, like, me not cut it in, but Albert Powell played terribly in another game this season.
Yeah, his performance wasn't the best. His performance was not the best. For sure. For sure. And to be fair to him as well, the attack was lopsided, and because of that, he was zoned out of the game. If you're gonna be fair to him, Tennessee. Because if we're gonna be
to me, he not play a good night two game, family. I mean I tell me not to tell a lie. People can say because to me, you see Albert Powell, I think let's say we come up against a good team. Albert Powell make them run there when I run and can't come back. I think that's going to be a lot of trouble.
Agreed. But here's the thing though, in a Tennessee. An argument could be made in a Tennessee that Tapper has given him that role and that responsibility, because you realize Alvas is playing more up the pitch than Bell, and Bell kind of staying back a bit, playing a bit more conservative.
Right.
Yes. So my thing now is that if we play against a better team that is obviously better in the middle of the park, etc., me sure knows a common sense would have tell Tapper. Tapper is not that bad of a manager, guys. Me sure knows a Tapper common sense would have tell him say he need to tell Alvas Powell is a different role and a different responsibility for Alvas Powell, right? To play more.
Bring in maps. I would bring in
even
maps in a bigger game.
Even that.
Bring in maps.
More experience.
Even that.
More experience, more defensive zone.
Even that.
And now, take a
more
chance.
discipline.
More discipline.
Yeah, but Tennessee, here's the thing now in a Tennessee. Enough people say that in a Tennessee. But we see him wanna go beat Tapper, you know. When we just sit back against a stronger opponent, you know, and we not show no attacking impetus, you know. We see him want to go beat Tapper when that go on Tennessee. We are going to kill them on Tennessee. So why don't want from Tapper, boss?
But Pamela, you know, I know, say me a lot of people beat Hector and say Hector this and Hector that. But if you look at it then, that's when Hector is on the field. You know, the Shamar Nicholson and Mr. Woodward goal. So you know, me people have beat Hector. But you know, Hector never play bad. Apart from one time in the midfield where we see loads of ball.
Yeah, when they bounce him off a ball.
I think people just not like
get a salad too.
So them pressure him.
Yes, that's true.
Level. Because even people are beat Hector, but they them a beat Paul. And to me, Hector play better than Paul in that game.
Yeah, man. That's facts. That's facts.
Because I see Hector make some good pass in that game. He lose couple balls. About one missing those. I remember one time in the midfield, he lose the ball. I think at that time Eddie had him, but.
And one time to them, they bounce him off a ball, man.
Yeah, man. But he never had a bad game. To me, that's my opinion.
Sure.
That's my opinion.
For sure. All right, so more you guys help me run through this quick and fast. By the way, Eddie, military are big up. And him a big up.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, military.
I like Tennessee takedown of Leon Bailey. He loses the ball too quickly. Yeah, man, the man a try too hard, man. Evadney Davis. He might try too hard, man. He might try to do too much, and right now, it's not flowing for him. He's not on form. When it start come naturally to him now, then you will start to Bailey walk past play and CONCACAF. And also, we have to remember Leon Bailey, right? I sincerely hope that he grows out of this. But right now, Leon Bailey is a form player. him need a couple games to get going.
Yeah, man.
He is a form player and him need to grow out of it.
Only hope him come good at the right time, you know?
Yeah, man. All right. So let's go through the Guadeloupe game now in terms of the players. Right? All right. The first one, Eddie, is Amari Bell. What rating? SofaScore give him a 6.6. He had 64 touches in the game, played 70 minutes. He had 45 attempted passes in the game, and he was successful on 42 of the 45 passes. So he had a passing percentage of 93%. He won 3 out of 5 contested ground duels as well. 3 out of 3 accurate long balls, 1 key pass. Eddie, what the score you would have give? You would have give Amari Bell for the Guadeloupe.
Well, first,
game.
I think Sofa score was very kind. 6.5 now. I would give him close to a 5 average.
Okay.
I think he wasn't that involved, but I think his role is not to really bomb forward. He's not going to bomb forward like a Alvas Powell or a Kemara Taxel Lawrence. So sometimes we look at that and think he's not involved in the game. But in the first half, though, he linked up well with Blair Tergat.
True.
On that side for a couple of occasions. Involved highly in the goal. He got the own goal. I don't think that was an own goal. It's very harsh because he was trying to block the ball, but it did take a wicked deflection. Right, it did take a wicked deflection and beat Blake. So based on the own goal, kind of take everything. So a 5 average performance.
A 5?
Yeah, I'll give him a 5.
I think you and SofaScore a bit harsh. But Tennessee, what do you think? SofaScore game a 6.5.
You know, when I left him this, huh? Because to me, he never had a bad game apart from the deflection with the goal.
Remember, no clean sheet, no clean sheet. So
well, that's not true still, but if I'm a clean sheet, maybe that game.
But Eddie, the man was trying to do the right thing in Eddie.
But I think he gets specific instruction.
But if you see they were way ahead, I don't know, the high line, they were playing very high, caught high.
True.
And he was actually I think he was covering for Damon Lowe. Or Liam Moore, one of them. So he had to run out back wide. Right, he had to run out back.
Oh, go ahead, Eddie.
Man, finish that thing, Tennessee.
Yeah, man, go through
the person who kick the ball in a crowd, and the ball rebound, I would have more say other person that falls. Because
Alvas.
I don't know why he do that. Maybe he might have bomb it through or something, but that's a team part.
Yeah. So you'd leave him at a 6.5.
Yeah, we leave him this.
I actually think Alvas is more at fault on the goal than Amari Bell.
But I don't know why Alvas did this.
Yeah. Guys, this is very important to point out, though, Amari Bell played 70 minutes, and completed 42 of 45 passes, at 93% accuracy, The first game, he was at 95% accuracy in Tennessee and Eddie. 95. And a whole heap of passing and making
Yeah, that's good, It looks good on paper, but the real question is
the
direction of those passes.
True. A lot of them were
forward thinking.
Yes. More
were
positive
they going
passes.
back to Blake? Positive passes.
So in other words, his passing.
We like the fact that he's keeping possession, which is good though.
Yeah. So in other words, his passing stats are padded. That's what you're saying, Eddie.
To me, still, he do a simple thing. So maybe be kind of look flashy and go forward a lot. Maybe people overlook it and say, well, you understand. But when you look at his stats, you can really say, really play bad still.
Yeah.
You understand? Maybe we can do it more simple.
Look at his heat map, though, guys. Look at his heat map. I don't know if you guys can see the heat map on the screen.
Right? See too good.
Oh.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
Yeah, he did occupy some space. I mean, yes, he wasn't, as far up as, let's say, a taxi would have been far up. But I think he did make a lot of positive passes in the game. Even when you look at his long passes, right? 3 attempted long passes, and 3 of them were successful. And his heat map, in my opinion, not too deep either. I mean, yes, to be fair, Guadeloupe was playing in mostly a mid to low block. But, so all right. So Eddie say a 5 and Tennessee say a 6.5. I will give Bella 7.
Okay.
I think you guys being a little bit harsh on him. All right. Up next, the next fullback.
7 formula. 7.
Yeah, man, me that give
You want Cataract go at it again? Yeah, Cataract go at it again.
I'm ready for Cataract, man. You know, since the Cataract swing the
7.
bell couple time. Cataract swing the bell couple time last night I missed, man. Cataract swing the bell couple time last night I missed. So we didn't get the beating. Yeah, man, I will give him a 7. Alvas Powell, guys. Quickly, what Tennessee? What do you think of Alvas' performance? 90 minutes played.
Me not lie, Alvas had a terrible game. I wouldn't give him no more than 4.
But to be fair, though, all right, look at his stats, Tennessee. 90 minutes, 41 touches. His passing was bad. And he passed the ball. He had a lot of errant passes to, passed it to Guadeloupe players. He lost possession 14 times. Most of them coming by way of misplaced passes. So he had 10 out of 18 successful passes. So his passing percent accuracy was 56%. And he lost possession 14 times. But here's the interesting stat, though, Tennessee and Eddie. He contested 12 ground duels, and he was successful on 7 occasions. So he was successful in ground duels. He was successful on about 2/3 of his attempted ground duels. So given all of that, what would be your grade for him, Tennessee?
Now I'm giving him a 4. Watch him. He played terrible.
Eddie, what do you think?
5, you know.
Okay.
And the only reason him get 5, like Bell, because Bell got the own goal. So Bell would be higher without that own goal. So 5 for Alvas.
I think Alvas was mostly to blame for the own goal because his reckless attempted pass was what got us caught in transition. I will give Alvas a 5.5. I'll give him a 5.5. And I think
he had a better game in the Suriname.
True, for sure. And I think that his main mistake on the first goal brought it down to a 5 for me. If it wasn't for that, I would have given him a 5.5. All right, up next. And I think, to be fair to Alvas, as well, as I stated earlier, he was zoned out of the game because the attack was lopsided down the left. Damian Lowe, what you guys give Damian Lowe? I don't even think we need to spend too long with Damian Lowe. I think everybody agrees he had a very good game. What do you guys think?
I give him a 9.
Solid performance as usual.
Yeah, man.
So Eddie, you think him get a 9?
Give him 8.5. Give him 8.5. Okay. Wasn't at fault. Did his job tremendously well.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think his performance was good. Let me just run through some of his stats.
He took the hit. The fact that he took the hit, and come back on the field. Commendable.
Very, yeah. 57 touches, 90 minutes played, 2 clearances, ground duels contested 7. He won 4 out of them. Aerial duels contested 2. He lost 1. Possession lost 12 times. That could be improved upon a bit. Although, to be fair, he was playing with a good amount of positive intent in terms of trying to get the progress to play forward. So he was probably taking a couple, some fair amount of risk with the pass.
Taking risk.
Yeah. 57 touches, 46 passes overall in the game, 36 out of 46 completed. So he did 46 passes. 36 of them was successfully completed, 78% passing accuracy. Crosses, he had 3 crosses in the game, surprisingly. And we all remember that successful cross that he had as well. That was a big moment in the game as well. long balls, he attempted 10, nailed down 7. That is a very important stat. Very important.
70%.
Yeah, man. Very important stat. Dribble attempts 1, and he successfully completed the dribble attempt. All right, up next, Liam Moore. So we gave Tennessee gave Damian Lowe a 9, Eddie gave him a 8.5, I give him a 9. What you guys give Liam Moore? You want me to read out him stats first?
I'm gonna give him an 8.
You give him a 8.
Yeah.
Read out him stats first.
Same here.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
don't want to see
Yeah,
game.
man, go ahead.
Stats can help you conceptualize.
Yeah, man,
things as
8.
well.
8. I'll give him an 8 without looking at the stats. 8.
Okay. All right, fair enough. 56 attempted passes, 48 completed, 86%, 62 touches in 90 minutes played. Ground duels contested 4. He won 2 of them. Aerial duels 3. Contested, he won 2 of them. Possession lost 9 times. Wait, where the game gone? I don't like when this happening. This. Sorry about this, guys. 1 second. This occasionally happens. I don't know why. Yeah, man. So, as I was saying with Liam Moore now. So he lost possession 9 times, fouls 3. He gave away 3 fouls, and he was fouled 1. So his stats not bad either. 5 attempted long balls, 2 were accurate. So I would give Liam Moore a 8 as well. I think that is fair. I want to touch on Mr. Hector now. I will soon jump off to Hector, guys. Let me, I want to read out Hector's stats before I let you guys come in. Because these are very good stats, 61 minutes played, 47 touches. He had 42 attempted passes in this game. 35 of them were successful. So his passing accuracy was 83%. 6 attempted long balls. 5 of them were accurate, guys. So people who say Hector can't pass the ball, I never see that in the Guadeloupe game. Dribble attempts 1. He attempted 1 dribble. He was successful. Ground duels, 5 attempted ground duels. He completed 2. 7 attempted aerial duels. He completed 4. He was successful in 4. 8 times, guys. This is a very interesting fact in Tennessee and Eddie. The man lose the ball 8 times in the entire game when playing. Possession lost. He lost it 8 times. Committed 2 fouls. Right? He wasn't fouled any at all. No interceptions, no clearances, no block shots. 1 tackle, and he was dribbled past on 1 occasion. What you guys think about? What you guys grade Michael Hector?
I'm not giving about a 6.
What? Tennessee, you can't go so hard on the man, boss.
I'm not giving about a 6, but a 6.5.
Okay. Eddie,
Because
what do you think?
To me,
You're not finished Tennessee.
In the bad bad game, Pamela. You understand? Apart from the time we lose the ball in midfield and thing, but watching the game, in the bad game. So I'm not giving about 6.5.
Eddie, what do you think, boss?
6.7 because he lost the ball 8 times. So.
Yeah, only 8 times.
He lost the ball 8 times as a defensive midfielder. He didn't commit as much fouls. Persons run past him. So, and remember, he's responsible for damaging Corey Burke, in the box there. So if you remember, he's the one that almost took out Corey Burke. So give him a 6.7.
All right.
When we ask, when you do that dribble?
Me want to know too. That's a good question. That is a good question. But the stats say him do the dribble and he was successful. So that's a good question, though, Tennessee. That's a good question. All right. So I think you guys are being a little bit harsh on Hector. I think he did what he was required to do. I will give him a 7.5.
Yeah.
Daniel Johnson. Let me read out his stats quick and fast. 90 minutes played, 47 touches, 44 attempted passes. 35 of the 44 was successful, 80% passing accuracy. 8 long balls, 5 successfully completed long balls. Right? He had 2 key passes in the game. He lost possession 9 times. He was fouled. He fouled once. He fouled an opposition player once, and he made 1 interception. So far score have him at 6.9. What you guys give Daniel Johnson?
But I give him a 6.5.
Okay. Eddie, what do you think?
I would give him a high 7, you know. He was part of the catalyst in terms of getting the winner. You know, when the substitutions were made, we could see him get into the game and much more. He was passing the ball, linking up with Speedy. You know,
Good point.
Based on that, I would give him a 7. He turned up in the second half, late in the second half.
Good point. Good point. I would give him a solid 7 too. I would give him a solid 7. Still think more could be done from the standpoint of upping the tempo, upping the intensity in the middle of the park. Right? I don't know if you guys agree with that.
Yeah, man. We only saw that ball game at the end. Where was that for the first 60 minutes?
Yeah.
Where was that for the first 60 minutes? You know.
Yeah, and
now we're chasing the game, but
yeah.
We kind of last night ball game for a while too.
Yeah, man.
Fair point.
Them get a little wake up call. Them get a wake up call.
Yeah.
When them see the time I run up, it's like them start putting the work.
Yeah. All right. Me never not gonna read out Bailey stats. It's on screen for you guys to see. Tennessee, where you give Bailey, boss?
I give Bailey a 6 because I square ball to
So that bring it up. That bring it up. Fair point. Eddie, what you think?
7, you know, I went on coach and I gave him a lower mark, but after watching the game, I'll give him a 7. Remember, he should have won a penalty for us.
That's
true. He scored a
true.
nice little chip, but you know that was rolled out for offside.
Yeah.
So he had involved, you know, and created the assist for the winner. So you have to give him credit for that.
Miss Leon Bailey do a miscontrol ball in a boss. Ball a roll under and foot in the hole in a Eddie. So
yeah, man, all for that go on to, you know.
Yeah, man.
And him lose the ball whole heap too.
Man.
Yeah. I would give him a 5.5. The assist brought it up to 5.5. If it wasn't for the assist, me'd have give him a 4.5. Honestly, I think you guys been very kind with Bailey.
I need to do more though.
Yeah, man.
And the next thing doing a formula in Tennessee. I cannot understand we have a Leon Bailey on the field and we have Shamar taking free kicks. You understand?
Eddie?
Foolishness.
Him to come and demand the ball. Push them away.
Him for step aside, man, and make the general free kick, man.
And have Shamar. No, this Shamar is telling about.
No, and which part in the free kick? That look like a free kick for a left footer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It shocked me if you say man just take Bailey out. Because you know Bailey will take a free kick. They don't know how it really happen.
It make me wonder if we get a penalty, we're going to take it.
Fair point. I mean?
Because if him now step up to take a free kick, he should be the talisman for us, you know, so.
Of course. It surprised me if Shamar take that free kick from him. It really surprised me.
Yeah. No, I agree. For step aside, I make the boss take it. All right. So quickly to Blair Turgot. 61 minutes played, 1 assist. Very important stat, 1 assist. 28 touches. He attempted 16 passes in the game. Completed successfully 14 of the 16 attempted passes. So that's a passing accuracy of 88%. 2 key passes, 2 attempted crosses. 1 of them was successful. 2 attempted long balls. Both of them were successful. 1 shot on target. Dribbles attempted 1. He successfully completed that dribble. And we all remember that little move as well. He contested. This is a very interesting stat as well, you know. And this played a major role in the goal as well. Because remember, you know, him pressing up and win the ball, you know. right, and slip it through to Burke in a more central position. So this stat is very important. Ground duels contested. 5 of them he contested, and 4 of them were successful. So he contested 5 ground duels and retrieved possession of the ball on 4 out of the 5 occasions. Possession lost 7 occasions. He fouled once and he was fouled 3 times. Based on all of this, guys, what do you give Blair Turgott? What the sofa score of him at 7.2? What do you guys give him?
I would have given 7.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Me too. Take off the 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think he had a verb. Go through, Eddie.
Yeah, but the thing is, all of that was done in the first half.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
so,
that's good first half.
The 7. Yeah, decent enough. He had to make way for the goal scorer.
Yeah.
Plymouth, so.
True.
7 is decent.
True. Because he completely he wasn't as vocal, so to speak, in the second half. I'll give him a 6 point. I'll give him a 6.5. If he had anywhere near the second half that he did in the first, he would have gotten a much higher score.
Mm-hmm.
Shamar Nicholson.
If you notice, he keeps getting pulled off after the 60-minute mark. All of the matches.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fitness thing for Blair now.
That's
check the
a
stats.
fair point.
All of the games they get pulled.
That's a fair point. Guys, we'll soon jump over to coach's desk. Coaches just start. We're just going through these last 2 players. Cause coach, I'm a virgin, so coach thing go already. Shamar Nicholson, he played 82 minutes, a very long time spent on the pitch. He had 1 shot on target, and he had 4 shots off target, and he had 1 shot blocked. Right? Missed a lot in the game. And missed a lot of sitters. Very good chances in the game as well. Dribble attempts, he had 2 dribble attempts. None of them were successful. SofaScore, I don't know what SofaScore watching, because SofaScore said the man have 1 big chance missed, I don't know if me and them,
I lie them at them. Lies.
Look, I got wait more tell him to write that.
At least 2. That free header.
Yes, at least 2.
That was a big chance.
I don't know if
even one where Corey Burke head down right in front of the goalkeeper when pass back to the goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
And he cross on right and he run down the line and cross on the second half.
Yes.
Just late after run on it.
Corey Burke gave him 2 sitters, Tennessee. 2 sitters. So I don't know if me and SofaScore have a different definition. I don't know if me and SofaScore have a different definition of big chances missed. But I think he missed 2 big chances in this game, and overall he missed 4 good goal scoring opportunities in this game. Touches 34. Here's this interesting stat. He had 15 attempted passes in this game. 13 of them were accurate. So his passing accuracy was 13 out of 15 successful attempted passes, 87% passing accuracy, 1 key pass, 1 long ball, and it was inaccurate. It was successfully completed. Another interesting stat, ground duels. Yeah, he had 1 attempted long ball and it was successfully completed. He contested 7 ground duels. 3 of them he won. He contested 2 aerial duels. 0 of them he lost. Possession lost 9 times, which is not bad for a player playing like as a makeshift number 10. And he was fouled 3 times. Given his stats, Eddie and Tennessee. Tennessee, where you rate Boza?
A 4 me game still, but I want to know when him play that long ball. But a 4 game.
Yeah, I don't remember that play either. All right, Eddie, where is Shamar Nicholson?
3.6. Positives, he created a lot of chances. Was in the right place at the right time. True. But the finishing let him down big time. So big up Bows. I hope he bounce back next game. But for this game, wasn't your best performance.
Yeah. I think that the player could have played more positive football. I think that that's one of the reasons why, and I don't blame him because he's not that type of a player. He's not a creative player. So to play him as a creative player, I think was unfair to the player. I don't think he has the technical ability on the half turn to have a more positive body shape to be able to play more positive football, right? And I think that even though he had a high passing percent accuracy, I think a lot of those passes were more safe passes rather than more forward thinking, more aggressive passes, so to speak. Right? I think he did well. I think he found himself in a lot of good space, both going forward as a goal scorer, and also he picked up himself in a lot of good positions. So truth be told, in my opinion, in the pocket, in terms of little pockets of space in the middle of the park. But I would give him a 3.5. So many chances missed. God damn it.
God damn it. Number 10.
He was played. His role was more of a makeshift number 10.
Yeah, man. It was a different role.
Yeah, it wasn't as a. Some people say it was a.
And you have Maggie on the bench.
Yeah.
Goes to show.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing ever seen in my life.
That I agree with. Tennessee blast topper for that.
No, that's the stupidest thing ever seen.
Blast topper for that. Me will blast topper for that too. At the very, even if him not trust Maggie enough, at the very least, Gray should have been in over him from the start.
But if you not trust him, why I care him?
Because I think he was the best available, and I think this I don't know. I don't know what is taking place with Casey Palmer, but for some strange, many people think they know the reason why, but Casey Palmer doesn't. You know what? Let me not go down that road. We don't have the time right now to go down that road. But that I will blast Tapa for. Shamar Nicholson should not have started as a makeshift number 10 in this game. That is 100% fair criticism on Tapa. Right?
Yeah, he needs to play as a lone striker.
All right. Last but not least, many people's man of the match. Corey Burke. I'm not even gonna run through the stats. Guys, Tennessee, what's his stats on the screen? What you think of his performance, Tennessee?
I give him a solid 9.
Yeah, he did a lot of good in this game.
Yeah, man, he play good, man. He play good.
Yeah, man.
Impressive, me I tell you.
Yeah, man. I remember in Tennessee, when me do the video, I say Burke for start over Gray and Nicholson. You had people that agreed with me, but you have a whole heap of people coming in my comment section. Man, all a DM me and apologize to me in Tennessee and Eddie. Man, all a DM me and I apologize because I said Burke for start and the man them say a foolish me at all.
Eddie.
Yeah, man. That is so
yeah,
true.
Man, I disagree. I disagree.
Tennessee. Yeah, I think the 200 did comment. The 200 did comment.
Yeah, man, make comment. But remember, the first game we were justified, because Boza score. So that's the thing set.
But Boza missed couple chances in our first game too,
Yeah.
He missed couple chances in our first game too.
I think we have some strikers that can give us goals. Not the best of strikers, but we can get little goals.
Yeah.
But in midfield want to fix up. That's the main thing what I be to right there now.
Yeah.
I agree. Give him a 9 as well. Created 2 chances for Bowser, scored an important goal.
Yeah.
Didn't put our foot wrong, so.
Yeah, no, I agree with both you two guys. Both you two gentlemen are spot on. I would give him a 9 as well. And let me tell you something. On a real brother, because even Eddie never, because I never remember say Eddie bash me in a comment section too, Well, he never bash me, but he disagree with me.
Yeah.
The 200, I think Tennessee did bash me. Tennessee they had straight up talks and fooling his
Look at where the enough time we place that man.
But we couldn't understand it still because he's a playing form.
Yeah.
I could understand it.
Man.
But in terms of pedigree and experience at this level, that's why I went with both.
Yeah, I think the European pedigree as well gives a lot of people Boza, that gives Boza in a lot of people's eyes the edge over Corber.
I remember the last Gold Cup Boza never had a bad tournament either.
He didn't. He did miss some good chances in that tournament as well.
Yeah, but he never
Some
played too bad.
sitters. Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so Eddie, Tennessee, thanks for joining me. You guys always support the channel, man, and really, truly, man, I do appreciate it, man. So thanks for joining me. Big shout out to Sports DTM, big channel, and I'm sure everybody in the watching the stream knows that already, right? So you guys can go over there and subscribe as well. Yeah, man. Thanks to I think it was Andrew or Andre. Sorry, boss, your name may lose me right now, but you jumped on as well, and we had a very interesting conversation. So thanks to you as well, and also Issa and Alex. Alex, and Alex always jump on as well, and Issa always support.
But I ask you a question: how come you know have a super chat for anything?
I think for the next stream, I will be able. I think for the next stream, you will see, because what happened in Tennessee. Yeah, man. Because what happened in Tennessee is that because of the location, they don't allow super chat in Jamaica.
Okay.
So I had to change the location, but the reason why you didn't see it come on for this particular stream is because I changed the location after I had put up the stream.
Okay. All right.
So more than likely, you guys will see this, because a lot of people have been hitting me, telling me to activate the super chat. Yeah, man. So thanks again, you guys. Much appreciated. Thanks for the support as always. Like up the video on your way out as well, guys. You know, the support is much appreciated from, you know, the silent viewers, the commenters in the comment section, and also those who jump on the panel as well. Coach's desk is on, guys. So jump over to Coach's desk and check out Coach's desk triple treat. So guys, take care, stay safe, and until next time.
All right, big up yourself. Eddie, big up yourself, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Big up Tennessee. Big